Hmm. Another day, another victory here at the row. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Mm, 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 mm. You just can't make this up. You can't make it up. See, it don't got too easy. It don't got too easy. See, it don't got too easy with Mr. Tate and what's going on over there. Press one. I told you. I told you. Mr. Gillespie has already told you it's too many of you grown men, you grown white men and black men in that red pill community who sound like fools. Press one. And the only way you get a break is if you plead and you think the whole world operates in your federal thinking ass 14th Amendment mindset. That ain't how it work over there. Bring your ass here, boy. Told you. Told you niggas, you got a limited time to get out of jail and get it right. Don't get out here and try to fool nobody. Cause you get out here and you ain't fooling nobody but yourself. Press one. And I told you, keep playing. Keep playing with God and what y'all supposed to be doing in this world. You niggas is a living example. That's what y'all gonna be, living examples on YouTube. On YouTube. It's judgment on the earth. And it don't look like a cartoon movie, but guess what? The stars is falling. Press one. The moon is red. Press one. It's bad. I ain't never seen the ignorance of man, the beast come out of man concerning such vile accusations. They don't give us the benefit of the doubt in America. Black man in America can't get a benefit of the doubt. He get accused of something this heavy. He did it. See? Now this is the white supremacist mindset that Adolf Hitler had in mind. To where you can think that you can pull a white card anywhere you go and you can do things and pretend y'all Bugattis and money is gonna get y'all out of situation and create hogwash conspiracies for what? Judgment is you get a subpoena, you're charged with the big R word. And I told y'all they was over here doing what? Blaming the victims the whole damn time. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. No, don't play stupid. Mm-mm. They was blaming the victims, all of the fresh and fit, all of these people. Oh no, he wouldn't do nothing like that. Oh no. Oh no, these women are fat and usually they want to do this if they're on webcam. Huh? That's like what the fuck? It's Pearly thing saying. These women and these are trumped up charges. No, they're not. Women are being held against their will. Press one, and I told you, the truth is gonna come out. People gonna start acting like their channels is broken. They gotta go to court. Press one, they don't know what to say. And the industry gotta regroup. Press one, they gotta get out here and and spin the web and lay in the same bed that they made for themselves. How y'all little spiders get trapped in your own web? Ain't that a bitch? Press one. Grown ass men and women get up on the internet all day and tell and bash black people and bash homeless people and get up here and say that homeless man need to die in prison. Then get your little black ass up here and then and get your black ass up here and get up here and that media company need to take it down. You guys are a hateful media group over there. What's the name of that media group? Oh, they're hateful and nasty. Oh, these are the mean people of the internet. Press one. What's that media group? What's that Daily Wire? Press one. The Daily Wire. Oh, what a nasty group. They allow this to spew from their corporation. Their corporation. It's okay to disregard the life of a homeless person. Oh, let's blame the victims. Oh, you just put these black folk, just like Mr. Crowder said, and put them on these slave wages and put a script out there. Press one. They're looking like robots right now. I love it. The whole dweeb community is falling. All of it. Mediocre tutorial trying to change it. Y'all not changing no subject. Get your ass up out of here with all this crying. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yeah, but all this defending Andrew Tate and beating up on women day in and day out, and they come to find, I heard Miss Pearly things. She said she was going to take her take her sister to Dubai to get red pilled by Andrew Tate. Press one.
Not like this. Not like this.
I'm trying to find out what all that mean now. You gonna take them to where? To get what? Press one. Don't tell me to get nothing. I don't know you. I ain't getting nothing. Only one I don't tell me nothing. Lil Mike, you get him. You get him. You get off my page, little nigga. Press one. Get up out of here, lil man. You get him. I'm not getting shit for you. You pathetic. Get up out of here. You ain't no supporter of mine. Get up out of here. KevRow University, Coffee and Kush TV. Yeah, I don't like y'all like that. No, get up out of here. Speaking of Mike, press one. This little fuck. I'm glad y'all in here early so I can get my homeroom out the way. Don't tell me to talk about nothing else. I'm talking about this loser right here. Press one. I'm talking about this loser right here. The German FBA stalker. Press one. Let's talk about this clown real quick. You know he got 7 days of life left back on the internet. Oh, 6. Press one. Oh, they kicking this little piece of crap off the internet. Yeah, they said, you too much. Your hairline is your hairline. But they looked and said, what's a talking egg? Press one. We ain't never seen a Humpty Dumpty, the egg edition. Press one. We ain't never seen it. Hit that like button. And I like to thank the lords of YouTube. Press one for getting this. See what happened? So he set up a GoFundMe. He's trying to raise $3,000 to fight the YouTube strike. Press one, which is actually free if you are in the right. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's actually free when you think about it. Hit that like button. That nigga trying to play us. You can't play us, bro. If you need some money, just call KevRow. Bro, just call us, bro. We'll look out for you to open up how you open up a help me fight, what's the name? Help. Press one. Unfortunately, I've been gang stalking and doing poor things on the nigga, you just got out of court. Press one. You just got out of court. You just got out of court. And that's the cold thing about it. You just got finished paying off or something. I don't even know if you finished paying that off. Of that furniture you stole from that dead woman that was found in that house you was staying in. Press one.
Not like this. Not like this.
You probably stole that Xbox One and PlayStation 4 headset that you use on your PlayStation on your live stream. The FBA can't help? That's not real. He can't call on nobody. His real estate practices don't work here. Press one. This is the internet. This is the Gillespie algorithm internet. You see, we spent 7 hours online yesterday, and Tate went down. Press one. We just uppercutting y'all all night long. Your belief, y'all religion, y'all nothingness, y'all amendment status, your Title 42 league, to separate all of that. Just fucking y'all up. And now I see more destruction. I wake up in the morning, and then for the first time, I said, "Wow, I'm happy." I see the fall of a light skin. Press one. This brown skin on light skin. They don't mind y'all over there. Press one. I finally see him. Freckle face. Press one. Fraggle Rock of the community. This is the most annoying person on in the black community. So this is great. He's the type of nigga to knock on your door and run, and he really wants something to borrow. He ain't got no friends. You see him on a ring cam and shit like a little ass kid. Press one. He's like the retarded person in the community. He still ride his big wheel up and down the YouTube street. Press one. He wear FUBU and stuff. Press one. He wear them Nikes you get from Ross clothing department in the special sale for $9.99. The size 13s and shit. The ones, you know, them Nikes, them high tops that you can play basketball in. Press one. For the low. Press one. Get the right high socks with them. You be good. Sometimes they got different colors. He's just pathetic. And I'm so glad. See, me, this happened to me before, but I prepared for it. I wasn't just on the internet. I've been did this shit a long time ago. So for me and for this man to be all over the place with his trolling abilities, he's the worst one. He's the worst one. Aren't you, Mike? You know, yes, I think you're pathetic. I apologize, sir. Actually, I don't. You was celebrating when you got Tommy Sotomayor flagged. Press one. Speaking of Tommy, you was around here celebrating, and as much as I don't like Tommy Sotomayor, press one. As much as I don't like Tommy, I don't celebrate that Tommy's a good opponent. He's great competition. You know, why would I want him to go anywhere? I'd rather just keep hammering when I'm bored. You press one. Y'all know how the media game is. Hit that like button and subscribe. He's a great opponent. You know, he still be trying to ignore me sometimes. It's like you come into the Chinese dojo and the same opponent is, oh shit, Kev, bro. I'm out of here, bro. I'm cool. I'm fucking with this nigga. I don't like him. He used to use my name for clout. Press one. When it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap. So let me explain to y'all that I'm not just, every week they doing something else. Him and Mr. Sperling from the Kevin Samuels situation. No comment. From the Kevin Samuels situation. Him and Sperling are like family members who's like feuding on the internet and blaming each other. Press one. But Mike TV gets a strike. He helped Mike TV keep his YouTube. Press one. He's a Democrat. Press one. Please help me keep my YouTube channel. Press one. And said you have 4 copyright strikes. As a result, your account is scheduled to be disabled in 7 days. Press one. See, when you don't prepare, then you got to open up donation. Press one, you become a communist. Press and God help me. You become a fucking communist. Look, Mr. Sperling is trying to end your career. If you need to interview, you can expose him on my channel if you like. But I'm saying, though, you don't like me. And this is exactly what you need to let you know nobody cares about you, bruh. You offer nothing to this community, nothing at all. You supposed to be teaching us real estate and you trolling Melanie King. Press one. You trolling all of these people. And now you all, please help me. I need $3,000. I thought you was the real estate man. Real estate people got $3,000. Press one.
Not like this.
Cub must be still living in that
Not like this.
minivan. hit that like button and subscribe. I told you he lived at the library. He do his live streams from something in the break room or something. Shout out to my man, Mike TV. I just had to do that. I just had to because he can't even. He can't even. He can't even get on and show his face and say, "Man, I'm hurt." Press one. I'm hurt. You can't even post a comment, nigga. Don't say shit. Leave. Press one. Hey, what's up, E Black? Hey, E Black, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out. Get the little rat ass out of here, bro. You're the most light skinned black German I've ever seen in my life, begging for some goddamn reparation. Nigga, we don't know what you is. Press one. All we know is Sinbad when we look at you. Press one. That's all we see, and we know what he was. Press one. Sometimes we just like to watch dumb shit. It put us to sleep sometimes. Some of us can't go to sleep unless we listening to real stupid shit. Press one. It's sad. It's sad that brothers go out this way. And all they had to do was be YouTubers. You know, find their niche, stick with it, develop themselves. You feel me? I'm going live in his next court.
Not like this. Not like this.
Cause that he go. Y'all are retarded. You say you going live from his next court appearance, bruh? Woo-wee. Woo-wee. These little niggas don't became, hey, you stepping up your reporter game. Yeah, you fuck around and make it to CNN or something. These little online criminals keep committing crimes. Hit that like button and hit that like button and subscribe. Oh my goodness, you know you wasn't playing. You know his court date. Oh my goodness. Hey, you should bruh, you gonna go live? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna do my newscast for that. Just so happened that's the day I'm doing my newscast. Damn, that's crazy. I just checked my schedule. That's the birth of the urban conservative. That'll be our first report. Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. What court building in Los Angeles Superior Court? Lord have mercy. And we have Mike TV. Here he is coming into court. Right? Mike, right now. Press one. How long you been fucking people over and committing crimes? Press one. How much was that desk that you sold on OfferUp? Press one. Did the family? Why didn't you tell the family? How long was the body in there before you called 911? No, dog. But you still before and after. Press one. Why the daddy don't really like you? Hit the like button and subscribe. You know, real black questions. You feel me? E Black TV. You urban conservative like that. Real ignorant yet conservative. Press one. That shit got to be breaking news. What's that? Oh, we got Mike and going to jail. Excuse me. Press one. We got Mike. All right, Mike is still squatting. Yeah, he probably squat. He's a squatter. Any nigga that got a live stream from his phone turned sideways from the bookshelf, it wasting people time. Yeah, he wastes people time. Only dope heads and shit do shit like that. I don't know if he do drugs like this, but shit, man. It's not looking too good for that YouTuber who spent all of his time trolling people. Press one. It's not looking good. Lord, it's like he should have been working when he was. I told you they walk up all these YouTube street playing with their hand out. With their hand out. That's a shame. That's a shame. Lord have mercy. 20 minutes in, fucker. 20 minutes in. I just used you right there. You copyright strike me. I don't give a damn. You can't. All your settings is off. You can't copyright strike shit. Hit that like. Dude, when he go to the copyright button, it say error, error, error. Error 307. Not allowed to do nothing. Get out. Press 1. Don't go to HR trying to tell on nobody. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. That's what you get for wasting people time, you little incel community y'all got over there. All they do is play and troll people. Now, enough about this German potato head looking. Press 1. Enough of all that. And don't think that I don't like German people or black Germans or nothing like that. I just don't like little light-skinned ones who portray FBA and try to tell people who not able to get reparations when they not even in the conversation. You know, we don't be in everybody else's business. Hit that like button and subscribe. They just found Ukraine. They just found that they overpaid them $6 billion dollars, and they only want to give us our reparation. Hit the like button and subscribe. Well, in California, we get reparation first. And then they're going to say you can't leave California for 10 years. We get reparation first, and my album go drop the next day, like I said. Nigga, do something. E-Black TV, that's a shame, bro. You shouldn't do people like that. But if I was working in my YouTube career, being what you're doing and was a regular civilian, I'll do it too. In fact, I am. Hit that like button. In fact, I am. I am a regular citizen. I just remembered. Hit that. I'm actually good at YouTubing. Hit the like button. That's better than the street. That's better than the street. I'm better at that. So, moving on. Sorry, Mike. We got to go. Because you're a coward and you won't call in anyway. So, you're a coward. I love it. I love it. You're going to run. Don't call in. Don't troll. Don't do nothing. I'm glad that your life is going the way that you lined that shit up to go. You had amped enough time not to be begging for $3,000. Press 1. You had it, bro. You got it. You was talking about Melanie King for 3 weeks straight. All your views were stacking. Oh my goodness. You was laughing at what's that funny looking person over there? Anton Daniels. You talk about Anton gonna sue you. You was laughing, ha 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 ha. Next week, oh help. They got guns. They gonna fire somebody. Help. Press 1. Damn, bro. Now you crying. Y'all can't do that. So anyway, back to the topic at hand, because I just wanted to make fun of Mike really fast for a few minutes and make y'all laugh as y'all on y'all way to work. Press 1. As y'all are on y'all way to real work, I wanted to give y'all 20 minutes of just laughter and a good spiritual feeling. All on Mike. We're going to turn his negativity into a positive. All on Mike. Nah, he's just a broken little kid in there somewhere. Don't worry, Mike. We all were. And we all are somewhere. Maybe you should study Hermeticism. Press 1. It'll help you grow. Maybe you should study that, bro. I heard they got knowledge and wisdom and this one and that one. Who calling me right now? Oh, I wasn't expecting no call. Hold up. Let me put you on the air. Who calling me? KevRow University. What up?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What up?
Chill, please, good, man. What's going on?
Making fun of people early in the morning. What up?
Yeah, I see. Can I get permission to come to the front of the class real quick?
No, cause what fun in the class for what? What you got?
I wanted to remind everybody, if you didn't know, that RZA Islam trial starts next Monday on the 26th.
For what? What is this trial? Wait a minute, sir. Let me take this off the screen. I said no. He still found that opportunity and heard the opening and went for it. I say what? He said yeah. Woo, that was a good move. No, but what about it? I like
Yeah,
that. That was an open. I left myself open
yeah.
for that. I was,
Go ahead.
I was trying to move on, but you caught the opening and rightfully so. Good move. Check. Go ahead, sir. You got it.
Yeah. Because I just been doing a couple of videos on my channel. That led into that when I was going at Billy Carson for using Dr. York crap and regurgitating it,
Hold
and
up,
then it
man.
led me to
What's your channel, man? What's your channel?
TAR, TAR, one word, Kinoo, KINOO, Noopo,
My
NOOPOOH.
man. All right,
You
go
know,
ahead. Go ahead.
all right, so after I did that, ran into 19 Keys and seen him doing a bunch of scamming. He got exposed by JT the Pocket Watcher. Then it ran into, then I was going through 19 Keys pictures on his gram, and then I seen him with RZA. So I went and did a little bit more research, and which I knew all already. And what you say?
I ain't say nothing, bro. I'm appalled that he will be hanging out with RZA after all the exposing the fraud department put down in room 36.
Mm-hmm. So that went on, and then I end up getting in contact with a guy that Young Pharaoh interviewed named Jeffrey Augustine, who been at every court case that when RZA started going, all the way up to when his mother passed last year. So we've been talking back and forth, and I got all of the documentation, the indictment, and I put it on my YouTube. The paper where his next court appearance
Oh my goodness.
will be on the 26th at 8:30 in the morning. I forgot the name of the actual building over there in Cali. And his trial starts for that $3.8 million him and his folks stole through that Medicare fraud case. He just been pretending that he didn't know what was going on. I'm pretty sure you heard about that rape thing that came out with Farrakhan fussing at him last year.
Yes, I'm aware of the audio.
Okay, so that and he responded to it, and he didn't told on himself and said he had a 5-year rape accusation trying to dance around the Farrakhan joint and kind of told on himself. But I just wanted to let you know that his trial starts on the 26th. Jeffrey Augustine will be going in there, and he'll be hitting me up personally to give me updates on what's going to happen in the trial.
Oh my goodness. And hopefully you can update us and we'll keep the knowledge rolling. Thank you, champion.
Yeah, no problem. I'll definitely keep you in touch with everything when it starts.
Yes, sir. And I'll do Judge Gills and we'll make it look real entertaining for, for the audience. Thank you, champion. Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
man. You got to bring out Judge Grills, man.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
I was thinking about it for YMW Melly because I'm almost ready to go. You know, I've been laying this shit down, but yeah, I'm on my way right now. So, my man, thank you, champion.
Yeah, I got you. I'll keep y'all updated. Thank you, y'all.
My man, coming to it's a beautiful day, and it hit different when callers come in with live updates on nigga court dates. First one, the fraud department is now activated. Got to send that paperwork to the bungalows. Get them people some work. RZA, what's my motherfucking name? RZA, and who I rolling with? Huh? Press 1. That nigga RZA can dance like a nigga I ain't never seen. Press 1. Baby, 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 baby. Baby, I love you. Baby, baby, baby. Coffee and Kush TV. Hey, who on the air this morning? Wait a minute. Hold up. Who on the air?
This E Black.
E Black. What up, champ?
Man, you know me. I'm gonna curb stomp some fools. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm telling you, it's about to get real active in these streets. We're gonna be bringing it to you live at KevRow University.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I got. Trust me. The next video I got. Well, I'm gonna. First of all, I'm gonna re-upload the video that got taken down. Right?
Yeah, cause he can't do nothing. Go ahead.
He can't. He can't do nothing. But then I got a video with him talking to none of the trainees. It ain't gonna be good for that boy.
Oh, you got the video?
I made a special video, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't let it ride because he would take it down.
Oh, you talking about the one where he was laying on the bed with the little Filipino?
Man, that's just one of them.
Oh my goodness, he went on a rampage, huh?
I put a compilation together.
Oh my goodness, he just went crazy.
A greatest hit.
Lord have mercy. So this court date he got going on, this is pertaining to the stolen goods and sold.
Yep, it's gonna be his last court date. He's supposed to make his final payment
for $3,000.
Yeah, I think he paid like $1,400, so he only had like 13 left.
Oh, so he trying to double up to have an extra 13 and a half, and then say he fought and won his appeal, and we did it, y'all. So he really probably trying to raise money, E Black, to stop from going to jail.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. You know?
Because if he's raising money, all of a sudden, he was just raising money for the sister, allegedly. Him and his worst enemy, the lawyer over there. They both have the same GoFundMe, but they both hate each other, and he's using him as an excuse to try to drive revenue, in my opinion. I'm an investigator, an online special education investigator. That's, in my opinion, in my expertise of the internet.
The thing about that is that you got to remember there was a time in which he used to go to the hospital too and try to raise funds.
Oh, so he's a fundraiser.
Yeah. There was a time where he would say, "Oh, I used to have stomach pains and all that stuff," and he'd miss a court date and make an excuse and then post it on the internet.
Oh my goodness. He's something's wrong with him. He may be.
When I seen that, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know his sister. I don't know her fiance or whatever and whatnot. But I looked at it skeptically because a scammer gonna always scam. You know what I mean?
Right before court, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely right before court. Because trust me, he I don't know if he took out some loans because he damn near dropped like $3,600 and he got child support within 2-3 months because Veronica was on his ass. You heard my video.
Yeah, I heard that Veronica is his sweet and precious baby mama. Oh, we adore her for her truth. Go ahead.
Yeah, Veronica said, hey, he's supposed to been paying me the money. Why are we still at this court date? Ain't this supposed to be a felony now? Ain't this supposed to stick?
Oh my goodness.
So the judge said, well, he paid you. He's been paying you, so we'll see in 30 days.
Oh, my TV. So this just may be a put-together sham scam to make it look like he received a copyright strike to gather donations, and this one and that one, or whatever it is. Who cares? I don't care. This just look like it could be possibly some made up, who knows, to drive revenue. What I do know is something ain't right. And if it don't feel right, it don't smell right, you feel me? I smell smoke. Got to be fire somewhere.
Now, look, I'm not no snitch. I'm not no rat, right?
Uh
But
huh.
he's not supposed to be soliciting money online without his probation permission.
Oh, you you say that again, sir? You're not a snitch and you're not a rat, but you're just passing along some great information. You said what again?
That he's not supposed to, as per his probation conditions, he's not supposed to be offering items up for sale on WhatsApp,
Oh
offering
shit.
up, Facebook Marketplace, anything without
Nothing.
probation, without his
Do
probation
you
officer.
let me ask you a question, Mr. Black? Do you have any
Yeah.
legal paperwork that verify 100%? Not that I don't unbelieve you, because I totally believe you. I mean, I'm taking your word definitely. But do you happen to have paperwork on that?
Yes, I have the paperwork of his special conditions.
Got
Yes.
you. Oh, okay, great. Direct from the judge, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna be great. Me and E Black. Oh, we fit right in. Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
So, like I said, it's like I said, this could have got real ugly. But
Wait a
like I
minute. So
said,
you got his probation officer number,
I don't know his direct probation officer,
but you know the
number, but
facility?
like I said, I'm not gonna get
No,
too
no,
deep
no,
into
sir.
it,
This is
but
1-800 fraud department help tip. But they got you don't leave your name. Your name is Black Man. That's what your Black man who called in at 447. We ain't gonna say a thing, bro. Believe me. But do you happen to have there's a facility where he has to check in, and these are the stipulations by the judge officially.
yeah, we have that information. But
Gotcha.
like I said, I'm not no rat.
Okay, but yeah, I just get it from you behind the scenes, and you won't rat in front of the people. You can rat to me personally, and you can just say, "I tell Kev, Detective Gillespie, and I told him in person what he did with it. That was on him." You see, there's ways around
Yeah.
ratting.
All I can do is provide the information to the public, and if they choose to act upon it and they see something wrong, I mean, I can't stop it.
Right? Exactly. That's the spirit.
Hey, man. Yeah, man, get these dudes out of here, man.
That's the spirit right there. Thank you
Hey,
for calling in to 1-800-TIPS. Go ahead, champ. One more thing.
I'm out on that note, man.
Man,
Like
thank
I
you.
said, man, get these dudes out of here, man.
My
You know what I
man,
mean?
E Black and Gillespie don't. Oh, nah, bro. You got to be with it. Press 1. Fraud department ain't. Oh, no, I ain't, bro. That's the spirit. Woo! I'll be a cold detective. That's the spirit, young man. Don't you want to go to college and do something with yourself? Press 1. We went from a no, no, no to a, now you see that, future detectives? Now that's how you turn the time of a interrogation of a confidential witness. We call a black man on YouTube. Press 1. Hit that like button and get him a pack of you'll give him a pack of Skittles and a cold bottle of water. Here you go, champion. Settle down. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Boy, that's a good citizen. See how that worked? That's a good citizen. Could care about his community and everything. Somebody got to keep the YouTube street cleaned up. That's why we put out them street signs on these YouTube street. See, he just seen the sign that said, "You see anything suspicious? You want to help your neighbors?" You know them signs. Call 1-800 community service with the little. See that nigga might He's the little black dude in the hoodie you gotta watch out for. The little silhouette on the whatchamacallit sign. One, that's him. This would look like when the light on him. Press one. He's a creeper. Oh my goodness. He's a creeper on Minecraft. Hit that like button and subscribe. Oh, don't you hate creepers on Minecraft, children? Can I get some more Roblox money? Please, I got killed by the creeper. Press one. What a piece of shit taking all of my money. That's what he is in real life. Press one. A fucking creeper. A terrible adopted child. Press one. You try to father people like this. You put all of your effort. And some kids, it's just children of Cain. Press one.
Not like this.
Some of these motherfucking human beings is just children of deceivers and forefathers of just swamp people. Press one with crazy ass ideology. Something wrong with them. Hit that like button and subscribe. They can't hold it together. They brain full of messed up Picasso style artwork. They just do shit. Wake up in the morning and fuck it. She dead in that house. I'm gonna sell her things because I don't have nothing that I feel I should have. Poor children. Press one. Children like that deserve to be running around in their life on their last court date just to be charged with a new crime. Like Lil Boosie. Yeah, come on out here. Turn around and put your motherfucking hands in. You soliciting? We gonna put that in the file, boy. Press one. You gotta keep the devil, Tasha Payton, in this whole nigga. Yeah, I wanna ruin all that. Yeah. I ain't gonna do it. It's gonna look bad on my motherfucking record. Wakanda gonna do it. Press one. Knees buckling already. Even if you make the money, you in violation. You in violation just for having that on your page, even if it's fake, dummy. Even if it's real. Press one. Even if it's not nothing or something you did. Press one. You about to find out. That's what your little punk. And this go for any other YouTuber playing these motherfucking games on the internet. This is what you need. A real ass whooping. So you won't forget next time when you on the internet, shit can get real. You on your way to court, you got baby mama issue. She chasing you down. Soon as you pull up, she right next to you. Right there, pay valet and everything. What court you got? Yep, judge. Look, he raised the money again. See? Oh my goodness. Whoo. When a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about, oh yeah, nah, 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 oh, la, da, da. See, if you don't want to find out the hard way, on the hard way, listen to the song while the record play. Press one. Lord have mercy, you're done, champ. You got niggas hitting you from all type of way. I wouldn't be surprised if Melody King showed up and he's stalking me with her retarded self. He's stalking. Yeah, Judge, and he's raising money. You got all type of, you better just go home to that little camper you made in the back of that minivan some damn where and hide out with your Wi-Fi for as long as you could. Another week before that bill is due. Press one and go ahead and turn yourself in for not showing up to court. Press one. That hey, pressure bust pipes or create what? That's alchemy. Press one. That's alchemy, G. Bucky you up, champ. Now enough about this loser. Enough about them. We gonna be talking about them more and more as we engage in our night school program we have here now. Press one. Oh yeah, we got night school. Y'all retarded on this internet, and we love every bit. Now back to the black Caucasian neo-Nazi rhetoric narrative spinner, Candace Owens. Press one. KevRow. I'm cold for that, huh? Yeah, buddy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a good way to explain her. Wait till I get my teleprompter. It's coming by way of Amazon. I'm gonna write this shit 2 hours before the show, so when I come on, it's already like TV. I'm gonna just be here all. Did y'all see me do 7 hours of nothing but smart shit? Wait till I do 7 hours of nothing but pure comedy and bagging on these fools. I was just sharpening my skills. Press one. See, y'all don't know. I'm the real class clown. The real one. And I think the people deserve a night coffee and kush show like Saturday Night Live or some shit. Right? We just screaming through political and YouTube street jargon with your boy, the urban conservative, Mr. Gillespie, right here on Channel 54. See how we just made that up? Mike TV can't make shit up like that. Press one, he don't have no skill. He was been this whole time he been trolling when he could have been helping out. Press one. That's called pathetic. Now he looking for an excuse on why he can't make his court date because there's a possibility somebody at the fraud department gonna tell on him. And they're regular citizens, so according to WAC 100 and the street rules, they're allowed to do so. Press one. This program has been paid for by WAC 100 on Pyru. Press one. I see, I got big dreams. Get whack on that. Press one. Pyru. Coming up announcement. Blood. Press one. Do right. Go to truck driving school. Pyru. This message is sponsored by the Pyru. Pyru. Press one. That nigga got a market. Nigga, he's marketing for the Pyrus. That's a marketing. I don't turn Jewish on these. I see something else. Great. We're going to take all that frustration. We're going to take all that pain and trauma, and we're going to create diamonds. You got it? You like chains? You like diamonds and shit? See, say poetic. Press one. See, say motherfucking poetic. No, we gonna put pressure on their ass. So anyway, Candace Owens is looking for the best way that she can. She's looking for the best way that she can explain her way and explain how Tate and Tristan has been manipulated on. Press one, and the internet is after them because they have Bugattis, and all they want to do is help young men see what they're worth by joining his porn site for Bitcoin. Press one. And getting the females to go over there and help them gain more confidence right there on OnlyFans. Press one. That's not what the report said. The report said, They say United States and Romania. Oh my goodness. It may be a whole trafficking ring in the United States and in Romania going back and forth, pretending to be podcasters and such.
Not like this. Not like this.
Kids, when you become YouTubers, don't do it. Don't do it. And when we don't get the benefit of the doubt, There's no, oh no, he was hanging out with him. He was. What Kev doing on the couch with that predator? Oh, explain yourself. And then my explanation lead to my prison. And there's more. And then there's 7 of them. And then, oh, fuck, they all coming. Oh, fucking bitch. Oh, my career's over. See? We don't get no benefit of the doubt. We don't get this type of protection from corporate being a good person. No, being a fucking sleaze bag, press one, is what people love. Having no morals. You've been ideologically subverted a long time ago. Y'all got the worst people on the internet bullying people all day and then trying to tell other people what they can't say. It's pearly things, just pearly things. That little Elon Musk, little sister, big head woman, and this little Antichrist here. This. All of them. And these sit around and calling people whales and fat all day. And then when one of theirs go down, their biggest idol, no, man, the girls, they wanted to go. They start victimizing the victims. And we don't stand for that. Y'all don't come out here and start attacking people who've been trafficked and abused by Andrew Tate and anybody else. How y'all gonna gaslight as a community victims?
Not like this. Not like this.
Red pill community ain't nothing but a bunch of online bully stalking ass incel terrorists. Press one, bunch of gang stalkers, bullying people all over the place, and won't do nothing in real life but bully people on the damn computer and say the most hateful things. And then they raise up individuals like this to spew more hate. Every chance, more hate, more division, more, but nothing standing on morality. Then when they friend go down in one of the most grievous things that you can go down for, trafficking, RAPE, holding women against their will in different countries, making them perform on web. This is terrible, bro. Phone them. That's terrible, champ. And they always on why them black people act like that. Let's talk about how these pundits protect predators and gaslight victims. That's more important to me. You like that Bill One Mike? Not One Mike, Mike TV. You like that little Bill? Huh? Yeah, off your little big head ass. Yeah, how you going? That's a pivot. That's a Kobe crossover right there. You saw that? That's called justice, champ. You got to stand for something. This is wrong. If your sister and your brother or your cousins or aunts or children or something took it upon to go travel with somebody and they get trapped there. Passports get taken. No matter how old they all this, and they're forced to do things out of a desperate situation of, you dealing with narcissism at its finest. They just sat here and supported a complete chauvinist narcissism and act like he was saying some holier than thou man should do this, and we ain't never heard nothing because you looking for a daddy and you don't know God. Press one, you looking for an online character daddy and you don't know the Heavenly Father. That's why. And y'all put all y'all trust in these characters. And now look at this. Look at all the black people. Why him in that Free Melly? There's a high probability he killed his best friend. Yeah, but we shouldn't expect nobody to, something is wrong in y'all minds in this world, and I'm not participating with that. Something is really wrong with these communities out here. Because if that was my family, you about to spend the rest of your life in prison, young man. I just want you to know I show up to court looking like this just so I can look you in your face and see how, boom, justice. All this other shit, that's for some other, I don't even know what to call that. That's that dream world shit in rotation where kids stay in that cursed mindset. We go on alchemy, they stay in that cursed mind, that hellish position. No fairy tales for a young black male. Press one, he stay right there cooking his little black ass till he the right temperature. Either he gonna bust or it's gonna be a diamond. Then we gonna take him and make him a star and forget about it all. Press one. Oh, these are just morning stretches, mental stresses. You know? So we gonna get into it. Let this play. Listen to the words. Just listen how she defend and accuse. And as we proceed and see what type of evidence they got, we gonna keep rolling because we turning this channel into Judge Gills. Shut up. Hit that like button. We taking this Judge Gill. Listen to this crazy woman defend this horrible, horrible sleazeball, Andrew Tate.
Tate, huge update. Andrew and Tristan Tate, huge update. We have obviously been covering that story. We have actually in the background been setting up an interview with Andrew and Tristan Tate about everything that's going on because it's been kind of crazy. It almost feels like the media conspired to make them the most hated people in the world.
No. The media conspires to make black people the most hated people in the world with your funny looking self. Press one. I don't know if you're getting too much laser treatment or what. No, them black people, they the ones who get treated like that. You don't see that? No, because every day you too busy saying, no, you an officer Tatum. No, it's their fault. It's a right wing, but liberal. It ain't even about it. They don't turn our struggle into a word liberal so they can just ignore it and play dumb on YouTube. That's y'all little Trinidadian ex-police officers and football players. What's your name? I used to run the 4-meter like this so fast. But these black folk who get up here who really ain't got no connection to us whatsoever, no solution whatsoever, just direct hatred. You know hatred comes from the heart and the mind. It takes a lot to say this stuff on YouTube and come from a place of hate. Constantly, every day. But when it comes to their friends, this is how they sound.
Especially Andrew Tate. And then out of nowhere, Romania announced that they were investigating them and put them in a prison cell for almost 2 months, a tiny prison cell, as they were investigating them, and they brought no charges, couldn't justify keeping them in that small.
That happens in America. That's Romania. Do you hear that, black people? Listen to me, black folk. E-black. We not doing that media one-sided, making a different race. We giving fair and balanced urban news and conservative live reported. Press one. We not doing that. We gonna learn from this shit right here. We gotta stop being so hard on our people and agreeing with people because they are skin color, but they so soft when it comes to situations like that. The whole world, the whole media come against us, and they be talking about some criminal dude on TV. Then it get turned into some why black people do stuff like that. Niggas be at home playing video games. Do what? Do what? Why are you blaming me? I don't know. But why y'all do that then? Why y'all cover up the most heinous stuff? Why not give the same person? Where's your spirit of the law when it comes to that? You trying to apply American law to Romania, but you not trying to apply American law to Americans. That boy Kev cold, huh? Let's continue on.
Couldn't justify keeping them in that small prison cell, so forced them.
That's how I got treated for traffic ticket in America. Oh, they put me in there with murderers. It was a big one like this with numbers everywhere on his arms. He was from East Coast Crip. He was big and bald headed. He was down from the penitentiary for court. Things didn't go well. He got double murder. I was in there for tickets talking about, you believe in God? in a small prison dorm with all 100 of us. Nigga, all I heard was beds being moved out the way when niggas said the wrong shit, officers pretending like they ain't know that. See, what the fuck is you talking about? Press 1. No fairy tales for this young black male. You know what I'm talking about? See, they want all of that for Andrew. They'll persecute R. Kelly, though. They don't persecute R. Kelly, though. Press 1. They ain't let him say nothing about who's involved or what the fuck is this? Nothing. Let's continue on.
Into house arrest. They didn't want them to be able to leave the country as they continue keeping them in that.
Look how she concocted the whole story.
Small prison cell. So months of tiny prison cell as they were investigating them, and they brought no charges. Couldn't justify keeping them in that small prison cell. So
yes, they did justify. They say they investigating them and they not running because they have flight risk, and these are some serious charges. They got women saying, "Go ahead."
Force them into house arrest.
Forced them into house arrest. They begged for it. They went. Remember, the American embassy got involved. Press 1. Hit the like button and subscribe. Woman.
Not like this. Not like
this, woman. They begged. Anybody would have. Y'all was celebrating. Oh, they all house arrest. This means they're not guilty. Remember? Y'all remember. You remember. Press 1. Y'all remember y'all was celebrating. Remember? Oh, he ain't do nothing. I told y'all. Woo! Woo! Remember that shit?
They didn't want them to be able to leave the country as they continued to investigate them.
No, they can't leave the country.
Again, I have said it does not matter what you think about Andrew or Tristan Tate. The truth of the matter is there is no justice system that is operating under a justice motive if you're going to lock people up while you investigate them.
Excuse me, black people in America get locked up all the time while they investigate us. Press 1. Why are you trying to act like Romania laws ain't what black people go through every day? That don't sound foreign to us. I told you there's 2 Americas. There's 2 stories. There's 2 messiahs. There's 2 gods. Press 1. All that. These people work with the opposition. For sure. Like King Von said, they with the opposition.
Well, the Tate brothers have been kind of saying online.
This is why you got to be just in what you do and what you say. Be clean. You feel me? This is why. So they can't do you that, and you can watch them treat theirs like this, bro. When the law when justice got, when ain't no racism involved. Well, I ain't been getting, listen, if that's their laws, that's their laws. If you get accused of that and you a flight risk, sit down.
Listen, they're running out of time. The way it works is they have 6 months to bring about charges, and they had 2 possible scenarios that they would obviously have nothing, and they'd have some major egg on their face, prosecutors, or they would just
some major egg on their face. Wow, not every country is so social media fucking driven when it comes to law, like there's in your little peon brain.
drum up some ridiculous charges that they felt pretty confident they were going to be able to fight, because apparently initially they had these women that said that there were human trafficking charges and their stories got a bit fuzzy. That sort of.
No, the story ain't got fuzzy. It got fuzzy when y'all was saying it, because y'all are yellow. It's called yellow journalism. Y'all that it got fuzzy when you said it. It's very clear to adults. Very clear to adults. Everything didn't get fuzzy, and it was this one, and they began to, then they got fuzzy and
fell apart. But the brothers were not able to speak out because they said that they would say that they were trying to influence the investigation. So they haven't really been able to speak out about what's been going on in the background. We actually have very little facts regarding this case. Well, they had almost less than a week left to charge the brothers, and they have finally done it. They are officially.
I know y'all fucked up at that. 6 more days. Hopefully, they charged us.
Facing charges of human trafficking, rape, and more in Romania. This is coming 6 months after his arrest overseas. According to Romanian prosecutors, Tate His brother Tristan and 2 local women were all indicted on Tuesday.
Women ain't out of it neither. Come on.
The Tate brothers in particular are also facing charges for allegedly setting up a criminal gang. The brothers' legal team sounded optimistic in the wake of the indictment, telling the local outlet that they'll embrace the opportunity to fight in court. And this has really been the attitude of Tristan Tate online, that all they wanted were charges because they wanted it to have public exposure so they could show how ridiculous the circumstances are. Here are just a few of Tristan Tate's tweets. He wrote, "In 9 days, the maximum period to legally hold me without charges expires. Charges, good. Until now, I've not been allowed to discuss what the quote-unquote evidence against me is. I've been muzzled under the instruction that I could quote-unquote disrupt the investigation. Finally, I can talk." He went on to tweet, "They've finished the investigation. Progress at last. These 15 months have been hell on everybody I care about. If I were the police, I'd have ended the investigation after a week when the 2 girls were caught bragging about lying and discussing the future financial and fame benefits they would get by doing so. Nonetheless, this file will now finally be in the hands of a judge." He then did a poll. He wrote, "If you forced 7 women to make TikTok videos to steal 50% of their money, how much do you think you could make?"
I don't know. I don't know what you can make. Stop asking me rhetorical ass questions. If you force 7 women to make TikTok videos to steal 50% of their money, how much do you think they can make? I don't know. I never graduated shit. Press 1. I don't know. I used to hate them little questions on my test. If your mom sent you to the store with a $10 bill and you went and got 3 strawberries, 2 pineapples, and a bag of potatoes, and the total was $8.75, how much did the register man have to give you with a 2% tax ratio? I don't give a fuck. Roll that blunt up, bro. There's too many questions, bro. No, bro. Did you do this? D. George, Johnny had 5 apples. Yeah, don't talk to me like I'm no damn kid. I'm offended, so I'm gonna fuck you too. Fuck that. Fuck you, sir. With this dumb shit. I got a better one for you, stupid. You got $200 for the whole month. You got $220 and $137 in food stamps. And you got 30 days, nigga, to make it stretch, nigga. You answer that, bitch. Press 1, and you got a Bugatti, motherfucker. That's how my people live, nigga. In my project. Press 1. I don't know. I got a trick question, bitch. Don't get too smart for yourself, though, for your own good. You know what I mean? Something. You get $200 in food stamps and $130 cash, and then you gotta make that shit stretch and pretend you're going to look for work every goddamn month. No, bro. Did you do this, bro? I ain't got time for these dumbass questions. Pyru, line this nigga up. Whack 100 sponsor program. Program time 5, nigga, 55th Street. Fuck this, bro. Hit that like button.
This is the case that has been built against me. Again, we don't have more evidence. Apparently, they obviously do know what they're being charged for, and they're alleging that it's a TikTok scheme.
They got evidence. That's why they charging. Press 1. That's why they charging. Because they got evidence, girl.
It's a TikTok scheme, and they're stealing people's proceeds from the videos. So, yeah, they sound strangely optimistic. I am extremely excited to be able to dig into this case. I did feel very much like the media was trying to create the case, exactly what we're seeing here with Trump. It's like when they want to go.
No, you even came out against Trump. Don't try to bander up for Trump. Nobody likes you anymore. We saw you switch on Donald Trump. Now, like they did Trump. No, we don't like none of y'all. No, ain't no like you did Trump. Like this right here. Look how you did Trump. Don't try to look. Now she need Trump. Now look at this. The woman who betrayed the Trumpsters. Now, you know why? You know why? Because this is going to be all connected. What that say on his hat? Make America great again. Press 1. Remember, y'all remember, I done taught y'all how to see through the veil. Hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, her husband is who? Lloyd's of London. Remember, we got him in the photo with her, with this guy right here at the bar. They was all chilling. Remember? All right, then y'all remember. Don't let him. That's why it looked off. That's why it looked like, why would she defend? Because they don't got no choice but to stand in they square. They know what they signed up for. Hit that like button and subscribe. I know who team I fight for. All right then. In my world, no matter how many views, how many people agree with you, how much time y'all troll, none of that. The truth is the darkness worst fear is the truth, the light. And that's really what they doing. Because it's all coming out. All this ain't coming out for nothing. No.
After somebody, they will. He also tweeted that they seized all of their belongings, so something like $300 million plus multiple properties.
Got that Bitcoin too. Press 1. All that shit y'all was talking because y'all wasn't watching KevRow University. Y'all wasn't coming to school. Y'all won't be out there on the schoolyard playing around. Haha. They be going to class learning history. That ain't gonna now, nigga. We be learning more than history. We learn why we got to stand upright. You niggas is going to be my example. I'm telling you. Y'all I'm just trying to cook this recipe just right to make it all come together and then turn my monetization on my new channel. That's all. I'm trying to get the wordplay together so everything is good.
I mean, really bizarre in the middle of this investigation. Not sure why they did that. It does seem that the UK, and this is a guess that I'm putting out there, that the UK and the US is very much involved in this, and they wanted him gone. And
no, they need him here. They didn't want him to be gone on one of them ships flying around in different maritime jurisdictions, popping up in and out. Press 1. No. Give me that right there. Come here. You ain't going nowhere. You got court. Come here. That's your little brother. Come here. No. I don't even know why you trying to cover. Why you don't cover for us like this?
in Romania, I think you can get a lot done with if you have a lot of money. I think that the UK and the US put pressure on them to get Andrew Tate on anything.
Why wouldn't the U.S.? Why is the U.S. Putting pressure on them? You saying the U.S. want to extradite him? They want to go ahead and get this knocked out? What did he do? So he got court there, and he's probably waiting for extradition. They probably only let him out just to see the fuck he was going to say and who he was going to call, where he was going to smoke a cigarette, where to place a hidden camera and the microphone. Nigga, where? In the light bulb. Where the sprinkler come on. Where they go out right there and smoke them cigarette every day. Right? It never fails. You know why? Because we watched all this available. And that's where they smoke them cigarettes at the most and play their little hand game. I watch a lot of mafia movies. I was watching Enemy of the State. You feel me? And so get them.
Again, this is just me making a guess here. We will, of course, do our due diligence and dig into this case, but there is no question that they wanted these two brothers because they were having so much tremendous influence, especially.
No, they weren't having too much tremendous influence in a world where influence is the key in multinational, international corporations want to monetize off. No. The Matrix is not after him. The law is. Justice is. The popo, the hierarchy of justice said, here it is. You shouldn't have had all that because y'all out here doing what? You probably got all type of financial tax shit, avoiding, going through Bitcoin, got this and this. They gonna get you right there. Then they gonna get you civilly for all of these damages that they gonna say this coming, bro. It's over, bro. Now, all of y'all out here defending this and y'all gonna do y'all due diligence, but the reality is y'all had all this time to do your due diligence. This ain't new. Y'all wait till 6 days out till they get charged to do y'all due diligence? Y'all ain't brought none of their victims and spoke highly of none of their victims. Y'all's stance has been known all the way since he got picked up the first time. Y'all got on this internet crying and shit. Hey, stop laughing. He'll be right out. And then they postponed it. Then it was like, no, they don't even got nothing. Then y'all was doing 24-hour series of every fucking wave he did all over the goddamn place, and a thumbs up and a triangle with his hands and doing he free. And then now look at you. Why go to the extent of this defense if you're not involved some way, somehow, down the line? I don't know. Because you can't be that biased as a journalist. You can't be that biased. 424-209-9506 if you'd like to call into the program and place your opinion live on the air as I get ready for my class. And what a day we're about to have. 424-209-9506. Is Candace Owens involved in this stuff? Do you got YouTubers who are involved? What is all these people who came out to defend Andrew Tate? 424-209-9506. Like these SOS people. Like this guy here. All he does is get out there and defend Andrew Tate. It's like a big dweeb party. He acts like Marlon from Fresh and Fit at times. He even speaks like him too. Let's listen.
So let's just be clear about that off top. This is not a victim episode. This is what I've learned interviewing Andrew Tate, being with PBD, interviewing Tristan Tate, what I've learned from them, and then the aftermath of getting canceled by the one and only Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, Facebook, Instagram. Thanks, guys. Feels weird, especially someone like me who's been following any of the content that I do, especially on PBD Podcast. I'm the freaking liberal.
You ain't no liberal. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. That mean something is gripping you. They see the ideological subversive tactics and viewpoints that's causing this disturbance in this peaceful place. You ain't nothing but a virus in this, what you said was, matrix. That's all you is, since you want to play. Hit the like, your ass is Agent Smith trying to pretend to be something you're not. To fool me. To harness my thought process. To protect your friends who are involved in the most heinous things known to Black Americans.
I'm the moderate. Let's just be real here.
Now you're the moderate, but you just said you're the liberal. You the storyteller. You the fabler.
I don't say outlandish things. I don't affiliate with absurd, outlandish people. I don't have like crazy right-wing or certainly left-wing conspiracy theory convictions.
Sir, then you're just, you know what? You know, you want to be, you try so hard to fit in and you outcast yourself.
I'm just a dude trying to get paid, laid, and do it my way. You thought I forgot about that, Nat, right? But we did not forget about that. But very interesting, the aftermath of what's happening right now.
Get paid, get laid, and do it my way.
Getting canceled, we're going to discuss that. So there's a lot we're going to cover today, but
forget
lessons. Listen, again,
forget
not
that.
about.
Let's get to.
We're talking about what Tate expected to happen. He was not formally charged with anything. There were accusations of human trafficking, of rape, of running a racketeering mafia, whatever they were basically allegedly charging him with.
Don't with allegedly if you know. You can see. You want to say it. Why do you make it fuzzy, as Candace Owens said, when you just were saying he's running racketeering, starting an international mafia organization, crossed the water from America? What is it? Tell us. Tell us. Come on.
Allegedly, I use that word, but basically breaking news today. The BBC broke it. Joey, if you want to let them know, or Andres, let them know in the back. But here's basically what's happened today. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan,
Looking like Osama bin Laden and Fidel Castro back in the day.
and formally charged with rape and human trafficking. Scroll down here, if you can. This is ironically written by the one and only Lucy
wow.
Williamson with her friend George Wright. Lucy Williamson, famous for the hit piece they did when the BBC was so kind enough to enter the Tate compound and do the interview with them. And she wrote this piece for the BBC.
So what? It's her job, bro. Hit the like button. So what? She wrote the piece. So she don't have to like Andrew Tate. Y'all act like children now, like y'all don't know nothing. Oh, man, you know that lady who we said got him to tell on himself again? Oh, yeah, she the one who wrote it. That's her job to write it. I would have wrote it, too, if that was my job. I just had an interview with him. You didn't say none of that when Vlad TV, every time something happened in the black community, Vlad pull out the flashbacks. No, bro, let my shirt go.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate has been charged in Romania with rape, human trafficking, and forming an organized crime group to sexually exploit.
Boy, when they bring up that organized crime group, he always throw his hands up. Look, people subliminally tell on themselves. This is what I learned as the Black Columbo, the urban conservative. You know, people always have a way of telling on themselves. You just got to catch it. That's basic shit. You feel me? In other words, this type of shit too. Oh, this is drugs, racketeering, beating up people. Oh, look at this reckless one here. Starting a gang. Well, you got to start a gang to do all of this shit. So why is you so expressive about that? And when you wasn't expressive about the ones you see, they playing a psychological game. So you got to beat them at their own game. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Women. His brother Tristan and two associates also face charges, and they've all denied allegations. Tate brothers were first arrested in Bucharest in December. In March, they were moved from custody to house arrest following a ruling by a Romanian judge. Just one judge, by the way.
That's how many we get in America. Just one. Did you know that?
No jury of your peers. That's not the way that it works in Romania.
That is, okay, so what? You ain't got no peers anyway.
Weird system they got there.
It ain't no weird. Ain't no weird. It's just what it is.
The indictment deposited with the Bucharest court says that the four defendants formed an organized criminal group in 2021 to commit human trafficking in Romania, but also other countries, including the U.S. and the UK. And named 7 alleged
regular, high pitch
victims who were recruited by the Tate brothers through false promises of love and marriage. So, 14-month investigation. The formal charges are rape and human trafficking. In my opinion, the case is very weak. We did the interview with
How you know the case is very weak if you don't have the facts? Candace said we don't know the facts or nothing. Press 1. Hit that like button. So how is this even possible? It's not making sense, sir. You ready to defend, and your audience is going to have a biased point of view and don't use their whole mind. They're going to use you're going to give them and implant these thoughts to them. Press 1.
With Andrew, then we did the 5-hour interview. 45 minutes of it were omitted.
So what? I did a 7-hour and 45-minute shit yesterday talking about the most knowledgeable shit known to our community. So what? That ain't nothing to us.
Censored because it was revolving around their case, and that will be distributed at a later date. And then we did an hour and a half with Tristan. We were treated royally, had a great time. I said that they were very hospitable. We had
How you get treated royalty at a compound? They go on house arrest.
We basically spent the entire day from sun up to sundown to midnight at the compound, interviewing, getting to know each other, smoking cigars, having cocktails. Tristan and I finished, I think, a half a bottle of Johnny Blue by the time the night was over.
Really?
Andrew and I were smoking the hookah. Other people were smoking cigars. It was a great time.
Cool.
But at the same time, we weren't like...
I bet you Sneaky-O's like, that's cool. That's cool. Hookah, cigars, half a pint with the other guy. Cool. Get on with it.
There to do a friendly kumbaya interview. We asked them hard questions. They answer hard questions. But at the same time, we didn't do a hit piece. We didn't do what Lucy's doing over here, basically pretending to be their friend, coming into their compound, and then boom, being like,
Pretend to be our friend. She works for the news network. Why are you downplaying Lucy? You a funny looking twerp. Press one. Why? Are you involved in this?
so you're a raper.
Yeah.
You know,
Yikes.
like,
So you rape people. What else you gonna ask them? We're here to ask the tough questions. So do you rape people? Jesse Lee Patterson would have had me cracking up. So how many people you raped? How many people you don't let go home? We laugh at that, but y'all, see, it ain't no fun when it's happening to you. It's all entertainment. When it's happening to black people and y'all laughing at them sisters on them shows and ha. You want us to feel bad that they don't caught these niggas in a sex trafficking ring, an organized crime. This is Rico. This is Greta. Whew. Oh, you thought this was about polar bears? You thought pizza was about? Never mind.
in my opinion,
Y'all is like little kids, bro. Y'all's like little kids. Listen, classroom. The world is like little kids. Non-compost Mentos. They can't even stand for themselves. When something happen, they can't even hold themselves accountable. You see that? That's against God.
the
Fact.
case is very weak. The evidence is certainly very weak. They've been held 6 months with no charges. Finally, they formalized charges today. In my opinion, this is just a complete shakedown. This is a matrix, politically motivated attack.
I'm gonna show you some
why?
Matrix shit. You right. It is the Matrix, and we coming for you. Ooh. It's the Matrix. We're mad because he's a social entrepreneur who helped young men become strong again. Right.
Because they probably have hundreds of millions of dollars that they've accumulated in wealth, whatever the number is.
Whatever
cars,
y'all contributed to, press one. Whatever it is. What?
vehicles, the house, the compound, assets, crypto, all seized. And at the end of the day, I asked Tate, I said, what do you think is going to happen here? Because he put out a tweet basically asking the audience, what do you think is going to happen to me? Are they going to just drop the charges? Are they going to formalize charges? Are they going to basically save face and
What
try
you
to
think they gonna do to me? He ain't got no homies, fellas. In our hood, that's the shit we go to our big homies. What you think they gonna do? Well, look, this is what they gonna most likely do. These are the possibilities. Press one. He on the internet. What you think they gonna do? A bunch of sneaky old dweeb DJ academics, brain cell humans. Bro, what are you gonna do to me?
incriminate me with a lesser charge. At the end of the day, he said this is a shakedown. They're going to charge me with something because you can't lock someone up in prison for 6 months and be like, no, you're good, bro. So this was coming. He knew this was coming. He predicted this was coming.
Oh, he's a fortune teller now.
In any interview, he said this is basically what he suspected them to happen. But sad situation where they're just basically reaching out to thousands of people, trying, looking, bribing in some cases, people to come out and speak against the Tates. And they found a handful of people that have not come forward publicly. Some may say they've been bought off. And
No, they're victims, sir. And they don't need you guys trolling them and causing more trauma and pain to this situation. You guys are a little trolling army of red pill incel terrorists that watch Andrew Tate's pornos for $4.99 a month. We already know the truth. Hit the like button and subscribe to the Urban Conservative right there. Patreon.com/KevGillsTV. Or you can contribute to this truth right here in my program in my Cash App. My cash tag is, you know the story, Gills Gang.
now they have a handful. They said 7 people, 7 victims.
Victims.
Who allegedly were.
Now I know allegedly is charged. Over there, you guilty until proven innocent. Get your ass in there.
quote unquote, human trafficked, raped. So we'll see. We'll see if they get a fair trial. You guys let me know if you guys think they're going to actually receive a fair trial or a fair verdict from the judge. My opinion, strictly my opinion, complete shakedown. They'll be exonerated of all their crimes.
Well, you mean a shakedown is when they're trying to rob you? You think the country of Romania is trying to rob Andrew Tate, sir? You don't respect the law of that nation where your best friend is? Huh? I respect their law. Get your ass in prison. Press 1. This shit that they saying, what you talking about? Shakedown. For what? His Bugatti? His crypto? It's a shakedown because he rich? Like they ain't got no rich people over there. Like the Italians and them over there ain't rich as shit. Press 1. But come on, bro. Like their law is, that's how it works there. And he's from there. Don't play. Because y'all probably are the ones getting the shakedown. Press 1. You guys are, since y'all was rolling with him the most, with Fresh and Fit, y'all was probably the ones bringing the girls in. Hold on. Let my shirt go. Press 1. See, now you don't open your motherfucking mouth. Press 1. Y'all see Fresh and Fit bringing girls in. And it ain't hard. That shit ain't hardly far-fetched. You know, bring some talent in, establish some overseas connection. Got this guy who's developed them connections over there. Keep the American dweebs there. Pretend and launder the money through YouTube like it's just some conversation. Yeah, it's battle rap. Yeah, I see that. Talk that shit. Press 1. Say, yeah, that's a cold little... Yeah, on podcasts, I bet you Pearl went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All type of flights. Melanie King, Mediocre, all the ones who be acting stupid when shit like this go down. Press 1, hit that like button and subscribe and contribute to this program. And this truth early this morning at KevRow University, live right here on Channel 54. See? They ain't gonna be able to stop that when we go corporate. That's I'm a dangerous nigga on this YouTube. Press 1. I'm green screen and shit. We might be outer space later on my conspiracy show right here on Channel 54, Conspiracies with Kev Gills. See? Broad call my show and texting my program say I'm bipolar. No, I'm tripolar. I'm quadruple polar. Press 1. I told you I'm the Black Ryan Seacrest. Just line them up. We're going to keep knocking them down like Floyd say. And line them up. Back to the traffickers.
Well, they'll have to pay a heavy fine, and then Tate will basically be like, so this was just a money play. You know, this was just a shakedown to basically steal my freaking money, charge me with tax evasion, whatever it ends up being.
I told y'all. They know this. How do you guys play y'all audiences to be so ignorant? If you're an adult, you should know, oh, this is big. Oh, it was a shakedown. They know the tax evasion is stuck because they tried to launder the money through Bitcoin. This isn't hard if you're an adult. Let's just come up with our assumptions like we do YMW Melly. Let's assume here.
A fair trial or a fair verdict from the judge. My opinion, strictly my opinion, complete shakedown. They'll be exonerated of all their crimes, but they'll have to pay a heavy fine, and then Tate will basically be like, so this was just a money play. You know, this was just a shakedown to basically steal my freaking money.
This what he gonna come and say to us? Thank you.
Charge me with tax evasion, whatever it ends up being, and now you pay a fine, you slap on the wrist, let's see, and...
You slap on the wrist. Embarrassing. Valuetainment should be ashamed of themselves. Rape and human trafficking, money laundering, whatever else is involved in this, holding people against their will, valuetainment. This is disgusting journalistic entertainment. This is the worst position you could be in defending somebody. Sometimes you got to take a step back and say, no, man, this ain't right. That's why I stay the way that I am and stay committed to being independent because these corporations and these people above them forced them to get out. You get your ass out there. It's unbelievable what they say on this computer.
And just take my money.
Wow.
So very interesting. So
It's nothing. It's a misdemeanor. It's a slap on the wrist. Human trafficking. See, but when your core audience is a bunch of dweebs, loser, trafficking dirtbag, and who knows how far this rabbit hole goes. This is the language that they use, and they get caught in that world. Now watch this. They get stuck in that world. So you got to be able to think above that, like a person who's able to judge righteously. And say, look at a situation as a father would. God is the best example. But your personal father at that, who probably was a good person at that, let that be part of your, and apply some spirit to your judgment at that. Press 1, but you will still see what you see on the screen, which is a ill-spirited individual in protection of an ill-spirited accusation that's been going on this whole time. And they've been in defense of this demonic accusation. I don't turn into, what's that, Peterson from the Christian Revolution channel or something? Demonic accusation. This is terrible. This is the stuff they used to bury half your body Jesus' day. Back in 240 BCE, they used to put a whole human body in the dirt and leave his head out, and people used to go throw rocks at them. I bet you would beg for Jesus then. Press 1. Use their head as a soccer practice. Press 1, they just line the goal up right there.
with that being said,
ahead.
That's the article that just basically broke in the news today. You
Go
guys,
ahead.
I mean, a lot of people that follow our content understand that we not only are we friends with these guys, fans of their content, but we empathize with the plight that they're dealing with about being basically locked up, thrown in jail, and being accused of things that you never did.
Oh man, so y'all should be standing firm with African Americans that's in jail. Y'all should have all type of programs of like empathy. I'm not giving Andrew a Reese piece size piece of empathy at all. A M&M size, mini size, the mini one, none of that. The law, whatever the law is, right there for them. Y'all ain't finna be feeling bad for these criminals, and then when good people get locked up for dumb shit, y'all turn y'all back on them. Be the first ones out here celebrating YMW Melly and the rest of these, and let the good dudes go right down the drain. We get the kick for bad baby daddy and the worth. We gotta endure from all of the negative shit that dumb niggas do. Press one, no, y'all gonna endure from the shit that y'all dumb niggas do also.
But hopefully, they say that MLK said that just
This nigga. Everybody want to be black. Tell it it's time to be black. Ain't nobody want to be no nigga. Who? Tell me what MLK said. Tell me what did he say?
this bends in the history bends.
Oh, so come on. Okay, let's try this over, y'all. This is gonna be difficult to remember what the MLK said. Okay, it's gonna be hard. Take 2.
With that being said, that's the article that just basically broke in the news today. You guys, I mean, a lot of people that follow our content understand that we not only are we friends with these guys, fans of their content, but we empathize with the plight that they're dealing with.
Or maybe you're participators in their content.
About being basically locked up, thrown in jail, and being accused of things that you never did. But hopefully,
Here come MLK.
hopefully, they say that MLK said that
Come on.
justice bends in the history bends in the arc of justice. So we'll see if that actually formalizes and takes place.
I can see Tate coming to court right now. Any words, Tate? I have a dream that one day all the world in the Matrix, and press one, will one day work together in a nation full of people. I have a dream. Press one that my niece is a nephew. Press one. And he gonna be in that court bugging, yo. Like the great Martin Luther King said, these niggas gonna quote Tupac, Nipsey, then now they are friends.
By the way, what'd you think of the interview?
Of which the
Andrew and
Tate?
Tristan, yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was I thought everybody got to see, especially because you guys did the interview prior, so everybody got to kind of see Tate when Tate became Tate.
When Tate became Tate. I mean, he's worked perspectives of nothing. Just talking. Just to be seen on somebody's camera for the hair. I don't know what the fuck it is. Just for opinion. Just for the sake of ignorant opinion. Yeah, I think it was great. I think they both vibed really great. And you remember when he cried? I care for the people who follow me. Oh, that was so dramatic. It warmed my heart. That type of shit. This is a woman here.
And then now the post, right? And then you also see the role that his brother played. I actually got kind of emotional when they talked about each other's brotherhood because
I never miss. I never fail. Oh, and then my brother. What would I do without you? I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna play in a movie and star Andrew Tate. I already got my ball head. If they lock us up forever and ever and ever, I just want to share a jail cell with you forever. I got my brother. Yeah, me too. It's such a kind word that you said. If they lock me up, I'm telling. That's Tristan. He about to tell. All right. What y'all want? They got a star witness. It's gonna be Tristan walking out like Neo, and I'm defeating the Matrix. Press one. I'm defeating the Matrix. Press one. Yeah, bro. Press one. Hit the like button.
because, you know, that level of understanding, you know, in a world where it feels like sometimes everybody's against you. So to have that level of understanding and, you know, that commitment with each other, it's beautiful. It's like the definition of what a family is. So I thought it was a great...
To traffic together. Oh, my God. And them telling their stories of how they trafficked and how they had it at the top of the world and they just had to keep going in this world of delusion, of narcissism. Press one. Yeah. They work so well together as traffickers. Is that what you're telling me, ma'am? That's why I need to be on a show. Are you telling me they work so hard to be what? Traffickers?
perspective. And
I just make them mad.
I do want to say, if you guys watch PBD podcast,
This one, nobody watching puberty podcast. We've been about a puberty podcast. Y'all shouldn't be talking to little kids about no puberty or nothing. That's the problem. Y'all sit up here and put makeup and stuff on these women, and we can all it takes is for us to hear them. See that? And that static come in, and they are identified. They're identified. You can see them.
morning, I watch all the podcasts. Pat said something really key. He said, now the lawyers will get to work.
Yep.
And now we will get to see who will, you know, bring out the truth. And the
Social law is like hell because you're like defending the worst evil ever. That's why on the Devil's Advocate, what was the devil's legal profession? In this fucking field, defending the worst creeps in the world with the most dial mindsets ever. They want me to do it too. That's why in the movie it's called Kevin. I'm Kevin in real life though. They can't have me. Press one. This Adam is different right here. No, I speak for truth. Yeah, because we live our lives in the shit. That's why. You feel me? You ever seen shit? That one piece of corn that's in there, one piece of grain of corn, and it sprouts out of shit. Press me to see some shit like that.
The facts will come out, and I look forward to it. I think this is a great learning experience for the world. I think this is a great learning experience for the people, you know, who are part of the Tate community and that whole, you know, this whole generation.
This whole generation. Something is wrong with you scientific quantum head ass folk.
But at the end of the day, I think a fair trial is deserved for everybody going through any, you know, type of issues. But I'm excited to see what happens. I think this is a great experience for us to see. I think it's.
They just like to talk. They think that's doing commentary. I think it's a great experience for what they like to see. I think that we're expanding our mind at this point to come in and start to wiggle about. Like, they do all of this shit for nothing. They ain't saying nothing.
It's terrible what they're going through. I can't imagine and the things they go through.
I don't give a damn what they go through. They had Bugattis and everything and made us wish we had one. No. Who cares? They was going through something. They fucked up.
But I loved to see, there was something about, you know how people say, like, there's, people have like a smile and like people smile. It's not just their teeth. It's like a smile. And I think throughout the interview, we got to see like Tate feel like a smile of like.
I don't give a fuck about no smile. See, you want me emotionally charged and look at the attribute of his face and make it. That's why it takes men to have a solid mind to say that ain't right. Because there's too much emotion involved in something so real. You know? So what? They smiled and you perceive that to your mind may be biased towards a situation given who you work for. What is this? Valuetainment?
Genuine, like, this is who I am. I feel comfortable in a space. I want to talk. And I think it's very, very few places people feel a platform where they can really be honest and share.
Would you say that sound like Candace Owens? You never know.
And I love to see the interaction between you guys. You know,
She got oh shit.
I think
let me
that's
get. I'm out. Leave me the fuck alone. Press 1. Because you know me. I'm big conspiracy. They call me Big Clout. Press 1. I'm big conspiracy. Bag that up, and you may be on the show. Press 1.
great.
You are
Yes.
over a 5-hour podcast.
Oh
You can
my
do
God.
it
Yes.
on a 5-minute quick little clip. You can pretend to be someone else, but you get a feel for someone after 12 hours.
Yeah.
Being in their house, being in their compound, how they treat the staff, how they treat the people serving the food, how they treat the girls over there. Hey, would you please bring me this? How they treat their brothers, how they treat us. You can't fake that kind of stuff.
It was like watching like a man's man. You know when people say like, oh, that's a man's man?
Yeah.
Watching all of the dynamics, each role that you guys played, the interaction, it was like watching like a man's man podcast.
Man.
This is like Six the Goddess of the Asian community or something. Get your hot ass home. This is the problem. Too busy. Too much of this. This is a man's man. There's a righteous judgment and a righteous perspective one must have when judging something. So, and a man's man. Now, you know who's a man's man? Wolverine from X-Men when he was doing the lumberjack shit. Press 1, I'm like, that's some hard-heavy shit. Cuz make that shit look good. And Tupac, that's a man's man. Okay? James Dean and shit. You know what I'm saying? Name some men. Malcolm X, that's a man's. Denzel Washington, press 1, that's a man's man. Andrew Tate? Oh, that's a sex trafficker. Kevin Gillespie, that's a man's man. Press 1. Thank you, Brittany. I said name. She threw me in. That's what I'm talking about. Make me feel good. They gonna say I'm in my ego. No, I'm not. Fuck that. That's a hermetic hater. Press 1. Cause hermetically hating on me, cuz. Yeah, cuz I don't figured out your whole quantum concept, cuz a hermetic hater, cuz I'm gonna flip you. I'm gonna do tarot on you, stupid. Press 1. Back to this colored person.
And it was awesome. I felt so like, this is like power, this is strength, this is, you know, something that's really it's gonna be history.
It's gonna be history. It's like, open that up. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, further. Disgusting.
So I'm, excited for you to, through your process and your journey through that, because that's also
Thank you.
a process for you too.
Thank you.
So anyway, that's just sort of the overdraft of basically what's happening, or overview of what we're going to be discussing today. So that's what literally came down the pike today. It's so funny how we talk about timing.
Yep.
The day that we get back, our first podcast back, that's the
first thing you got to talk about as soon as you get off the plane, huh? That's how God works. Perfect timing, like Nipsey Hussle say. That's how when you get off the plane, you about to drive and boom. Get your ass up. It's a raid. We coming for you punk motherfuckers. Press 1.
The story that breaks this morning. Tate formally charged by the Romanian court. So with that being said, let's get into what we're going to be discussing today.
What's that one?
I first want to say shout out to the chat. I see you guys going crazy. We have almost 2,000 watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Can I get one female who can do that every 5 minutes on my show? One little bad, perfect one. Just sit your ass right there, and the camera gonna cut in 3, 2. Oh, my God. Subscribe on everything. Y'all know y'all smoke it with the best. President, y'all want to do something like that? That's how they winning and getting all this corporate money and want to help out around the road. For sure.
Stuff. We've got some L's in the
White
chat.
man got this. I can't. If I was at the club, bro, but I can't get no type of commitment to. Come on, KevRow.
We got some W sauces in the chat.
There we go.
And I'm actually seeing a lot more ladies in the chat. And I'm loving seeing
Shout out
that.
to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, because we love
the
you.
ladies. We love that's for sure. We love the
Yes.
ladies.
Yeah,
But
because we
gentlemen,
can't kick y'all out the band's manosphere no more. You are doing better than us. Shout out to the ladies. Really, guys? Really, Ollie? Y'all fucking dweebs, bro. Shout out to the ladies, bro. Don't even do it, bro. Press 1. Don't even fucking. Y'all gotta go through player school. Fuck that. Fuck this fucking weak ass energy y'all niggas got. Y'all not allowed around this shit. This nigga. And y'all can't say nothing? They defending evil. Got the girls over there with them. I'm over here by myself putting this shit down, bro. And nowadays, we got ladies over here. I'm ashamed.
we respect the gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the deal. We do the interview with Tate. We're going to
weed.
show a bunch of images. We're going to show a bunch of clips. We do the interview with Tate. We come back from Romania. Our awesome team over here puts together sick intro. Shout out to those guys.
Wow. Woo!
Tee everything up.
The
Everything
intro
goes out
was
there.
so cool. It blinded me from the important issues of the world. So what? Andrew, trafficking. Let's go.
I think we crossed 10 million views
Yes.
in
Like-
a matter of days.
Yeah, like 2-3 days.
Oh my goodness, that made her little brand new fucking Valentine's Day pink panties, a little wet in the middle, saying some shit like that. Oh, how many views? 8 million. Oh, it wasn't $8 million, but 8 million. That's all they want. 8 million. With how many days? 2.3 hours. Get her out of there. Get her out of there. Press 1.
It went super viral. And then a few days later, Tristan's interview went out.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Clips are getting shared,
Shared,
tagged, cut.
Intro. I'm doing it. Y'all gonna let this troll win? They put makeup on the troll and they win? Fine, I put makeup. What you need, boo-boo? Fuck, bro. What y'all need, bro? The fuck y'all need, bro? That's the problem. Confidence too low in this YouTube game. You feel me? Their confidence too low. Oh, yeah, we this and we that. No, you not, bro. She like, we get money, nigga. All I see is cha-ching. See that? That's the Kobe mama mentality on Coffee and Kush TV. Not here at the Row. So when we over there, just know what it is.
Shout outs,
Yep.
reposting, like
Reaction, everything.
YouTube's on fire, Instagram's on fire, all our socials are on fire. Great things. Awesome. But what I've learned, don't get too high when the times are good. Don't get too low when the bad times
I'm
are
getting high whether the times is good. I'm going to get high whether the times is low or up. Oh, I'm a walking anomaly. That ain't what he meant. Huh? Don't matter.
There. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Reshare. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then, lo and behold, I get a message
They say
from
what?
Instagram.
My friend in trouble. Craig's in trouble.
Basically saying we are disabling your account. We'll get to that in a sec. So my account was recently
Everybody having a bad fucking week. What happened? I lost my subscribers. Broke the guidelines. Damn.
disabled, shut down. I've been canceled by Instagram. Why? No reason, no justifications, zero explanation whatsoever. Just Control, Alt, Delete. Saz is gone. Saz Talks Money is the name of my Instagram. It is no longer there. And poof, just like that, poof, he's gone. Have you ever seen the Usual Suspects with Kaiser Soze? And poof, he was gone, right? You saw that movie?
No, we.
So I want to get into some of the timeline of events. And here's the deal.
Give me.
Recognize this guy? Good to see you, bro. There's PBD being a boss. Tate this is right before we ended up doing the interview.
Wow.
We're just getting things started. Cool.
Wow, this is really dope.
So we do the interview. We already discussed it. It went super viral. And then we started posting images and clips of our time there. We have a few images that we'd like to show you now. So this was what was on my Instagram. So this is me taking 100% accountability.
I love this
This is
photo.
not a VT thing. It's not a PBD thing.
This is I support traffickers. That's what this looked like to me. This looked like we all stand behind trafficking. We look like pieces of shit. That's what this picture looked like. Each one of us is a different form of a piece of shit. Hit the like button and subscribe. We all done things we're trying to hide and cover it up with childlike view like Bugatti. Press 1. Making you look at our riches. And my haircut, press 1. And you in the middle with the blue outfit. Turkish people don't look that good in America. Cut it out. We see your top lip. Ain't really smiling. You look like a damn incel terrorist in America. You look like you up to no good. You look like my friend Oscar, who was always up to no good in the hood. He ended up getting a 13 tatted in the middle of his head somewhere around here. Press 1. Could turn 18 street. Old boy in the black. Oh yeah, he looked like my life finally came together and I can launder my money through this organization. Press 1. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like you just was looking for some come up, some piece of shit come up to use. Press 1 and become beneficial that it clicked. And when one piece of shit and two pieces of shit and three pieces of shit connect, man, you'd be looking for a fourth. Hit the like button. The one in the middle, oh, he's the dummy with the squiggly eyes who's willing to risk it all. Press 1. Hit that like button. He thought if he grew his beard like Nipsey Hussle real quick, he was going to join the black community. And Tristan is trying to hide his sexual identity.
Not like this. Not like this.
KevRow. 4 dirtbags. Hit the like button. All this is entertainment, fellas. Don't get in your feeling. Call me.
This is what I posted on my Instagram. There's me, PBD, host and co-host
BBD.
of the podcast, and obviously Andrew and Tristan, the top G's.
Yes.
Oh, the top traffickers. Come on.
So I post that picture. Shout out to everybody like that. Then I started posting more pictures.
You would never catch no black people getting caught. And then we start, here we were trafficking with him. We're all friends. Look, this is a cool ceremony. They're lying on him.
From the interview, that was the 3 of us right there. PBD doing his thing. Tate, obviously, doing his sign right there. I learned from Tate. Do you know why he does this, by the way?
Why?
Because his
What's that?
father used to play chess like this. And he just bring it down like that. I learned that from that.
Yeah.
So
No, you didn't. You learned that from the hermetic principles of fucking Aleister Crowley.
this was what was
See,
on
we
my...
got no little kids over here at the row. Stop it. Press 1. You know why he do that? Because then everybody in the world would be doing that as they play chess, bro. Stop the madness, champ. Bro, you caught up. and Kabbalah magic and Kabbalah and sign language and influence, and my little ignorant non-graduating ass can see you. Press 1. I want you to know, niggas can see this shit if they adjust their perception and just stand upright. That's it. They'll be all right.
Instagram. So this is me taking 100% accountability.
I love
This
photo.
is not a
I love this photo.
and all the years that PBD's been doing.
We're so serious. Look how serious we are. Taking things serious. We're taking things serious, but we're not going to ask you any real questions because we're your friend. That's why. We just want to look like we're asking for our internet friends. Unless we're all involved. Hit the like button and subscribe. Once again, there will be no need, as did Steve Coakley will say, there will be no need to do this. You feel me? If you wasn't there to cover up.
Doing his thing. Amid all the crisis, I think he's up there. But I would argue that Andrew Tate, one of the best speakers today, no doubt. So
One of the best swindlers from Romania today. He's also just been indicted for sex trafficking.
there I am posting all these pictures of Tate.
Wow.
And thank you guys. Genuinely, thank you for the love. Thank you for the interest. Thank you for the shout outs. Thank you for the reposting. We do this for you. Without our audience, we're nothing. We're just.
Shut up.
Then I get this message from Instagram, right? This is how it happens, guys. Pay attention. This is how it works. Ready? This is from Instagram.
So let me
Take
guess.
action.
So the Matrix got you. So the Matrix got you. Press 1. Let's continue on telling the world the Matrix has us in this illusion ass world. Is after you because you are such a conscious inspiration. An online sensation like Michael Jackson. That's why. For his glory say he delusional. Very much so. Very much so. They all are. And they're all sociopathic. They all need to go to bed and take a break off this internet. Hit that like button and subscribe. They need to take breaks off the internet because they becoming more and more robotic. Like they're without conscious. You know? And when you without conscious, you will say anything to fit in with other unconscious people pretending to be conscious. You so far gone, press 1. So far gone, you be talking like a robot and without morals. Just wake up like just pearly things and hate on Lizzo. Oh, Lizzo? Oh, she's like a whale. Nobody wants oversized. Oh, us women, all this is a game. And I'm so glad all of this is coming to pass. I need that to be exposed. And not for nobody to expose them, for it to expose itself. You don't got to expose nobody. We talking history and this one and that one, and where they at? They been there laughing and partying that whole time until the party's over. Until your top G is facing money laundering, tax evasion, rape, human trafficking, holding women against and that's connected to Bitcoin, and all of you guys are connected via, and then they're doing it over here, meaning, in my mind, they could have been taking women from America to Romania. Why else would America be involved? 424-209-9506. Why would America be involved? Why would they be after them? That means the federal government is on top of this. That means the good guys. That means the good guys is all over this one. They're on you. They on all the Bitcoin, all of the people registered, all of the top people bringing in girls, who brought girls before, who was on them flight logs, all of that good KevRow, Colombo style work that they do. I told you, I am top flight security of the world, Craig. Of the parking lot? No, nigga. Of South Central? No, nigga. Of the Democratic community? No, the world. Press one, coffee, because TV. You on the air, what up?
I just want to call and say I totally agree with what you're saying about Adam. He's a jerk.
Who?
Adam.
I'm not talking about Adam. Who's Adam? Which one is Adam?
The guy with the show.
Oh my goodness, that is his name? Adam?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. Talk
Yeah,
your
he-
shit, as we
just-
say in the urban community. Talk your shit.
He thinks he's so smart, but he's just really dumb. Like when he's on the PBD podcast,
Yes.
he just says the stupidest things, and he just ruins the whole show.
Oh man, that's terrible. Not a good guy, huh?
I don't think so. I think he's an idiot.
Oh, what do you think about Andrew Tate, Candace Owens defending him, all of these grown men defending these trafficking charges for all of this time, and finally, the Romanian government has indicted them? What do you think about all that?
I think it's kind of weird how all of a sudden they're all, saying he's innocent and everything. I just think it's weird.
It's kind of off. I mean, you got to give somebody some benefit of the doubt. I get it, whatever. But the fact that you guys are so committed to his innocence and trying to play your audience as fools is really sending a bad signal to adults.
Like they're really trying to convince everybody that they're so innocent.
Right.
Why? Yeah, why?
Well,
But anyway,
thank you so
that's all I
much.
wanted to say. That he's an idiot, and that's it.
Thank you so much, young lady. From the 909
Okay.
area code. Blessings to you. See, they don't like you. Nobody likes y'all. Press one. I mean, we all honor each other's opinion, but some things are just from a nasty, ignorant point of view. I mean, even if we watch it, we're like, this asshole is just a nasty. I like the show, but this person, this person. Urban Conservative Live and Direct. Channel 54, Coffee and Kush TV, 424-209-9506. I got a hell of a class today, and I also have a great, great conspiracy show for later on if you are available to participate later. So this is going to be a great day of just great communication. KevRow is here, so feel free to call in anytime you like. 424-209. If you got an opinion on this topic at hand. We talked about Mike and them and their court cases. We moved on to Miss Owens and made our way to SOS, the Valuetainment. This man that's on the screen, Fresh and Fit. Everybody defending Andrew Tate when there's nothing to really defend. It's kind of the fight is over. The fight is Just Pearly Thing says something about it too. Let me see. Because Just Pearly Thing, when something happened to Tate, when she's not talking about fat women, press one. When she's not talking about fat women and coming up with great intros and logos, hit the like button. And coming up with logos and intros and shit when they not fucking Oh, that's too much. Come on.
Accepting if a strong man came into your life and helped build.
Shut up.
I say that somehow people believe are controversial are exactly the way the world functioned in like the 90s, the 80s.
Shut up.
To accept your participation trophy for being a queen.
This is why women need to be very careful who they keep around, because a lot of time you're in competition with each other.
All of them is in big shit. Press one. They was all trading Bitcoin. They was all registered to them porn sites. They was trying to get women to do webcam. I bet you Melanie on the damn webcam. Didn't Melanie King used to do world's, what's that called? Melanie King used to do OnlyFans, remember? This is big. This is fun at the same time.
Misery loves company. Whenever a woman now on social media, when they see like a famous woman in a happy relationship, you see them all the time trying to bring him down, trying to catch him cheating. They want to be at the same level because it's jealousy. Misery loves company. And so a lot of the friendships that women have, they aren't
just shut the fuck up, Xbox head.
productive whatsoever. A lot of them are feeding garbage. When you get in a breakup, when you have problems with your boyfriend and you go talk to your girlfriend,
He one of them niggas that when they be talking, you just start looking at their ass and their lips are just moving faster than their brain can even compute. And it's like a fucking watching their brain come up with this and their lips spew this shit. I'm out of here. It gets annoying. I see why people leave those shows like, oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
what do they say? Leave him. Leave him right now. Let's go to the club. They don't actually promote anything positive. They just
shut up.
Instead of fighting against it and, I don't know, trying to convince people I'm actually a good-hearted person.
Bodies in their soul.
Be
You
quiet.
have to go to sleep at night.
A woman can have equal respect to a man if she is very good at being a woman, and a man gets respect for being very good at being a man. When a woman decides she wants to act like a man, or a man wants to act like a woman, that's where all gets f***ed up.
And I hate that for you because you're a pretty girl that's really smart, and I hate that you're saying these things because you could probably be a hell of a good wife and a good mother. You're not a
Look at
stupid woman. I think you're misled.
You're half naked. Therefore, I like that. It is.
This is hilarious, man. You know, don't get involved in that red pill terrorist incel community. Don't get involved with them. Their community is falling. Their views ain't what it is, and they're always looking for a new way. Incel's mind is always looking for a way to bully somebody. Hit the like button, bully, troll, something. What is he saying?
And into debt.
Oh, you know what? Enough of Andrew Tate. Enough of Andrew Tate. Enough of Andrew Tate. I see nobody's calling in, and that means I can get out of here early, which is great. I got a great conversation coming up next. Dealing with what we were talking about yesterday in class. People like in school, like, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah, we're moving on to class, champ. So yesterday we had a great conversation. Nimrod, the serpents, and all of these great things. I'm going to continue this great information. I'm going to move forward. I've been recording this and going to edit, of course, this video and moving on from the morning homeroom of nothing. This Andrew Tate handed nothing. You know. So yesterday we were talking about what and what was important and who studied and who was around and who was involved and who did it and what is the name, who's the devil. All of these things with esoteric knowledge, hermeticism, quantum physics. We've been on a time machine. You know, time immemorial, allegorical concepts of God through illustration. All of these great conversations. I'm surprised nobody really got nothing to say. I'm really surprised, but not really, but I really am. I really am, because these are topics that are most important at the U. You know, what's up with you, Christella Perry? You say you stopped getting notifications about my show. That's what's up. I never saw you before. Brittany Samuel, shout out to you. My moderators, of course, keeping my tabs open and keeping my links in there. Brian King, I see you out there. Royal Purple, shout out to you for that Cash App contribution this morning. before I think I even woke up this morning, and that's a good feeling, and that encouraged a nigga to get his ass on the computer. So shout out to you and Jason Harris and Mr. Jefferson this morning at Ali Ware yesterday after the show. What up, Byron Turner? What up with it? So I got an excellent conversation, and it's dealing with what we were talking about yesterday, of course. Nimrod. Very, very, very important that this discussion stays on point, because when we get on these subjects, people try to direct our attention elsewhere, not knowing that I'm getting right back up and get on this computer and do it all over and go even further. That's the point. That's the point. See, it's a lot of people that don't want Kev to succeed, that think I'm just here to play with them. Are they going to distract me from my convo or nothing? This shit is on cruise control or nothing. Because look, Nimrod. Let me change the title of my show because we're changing all of it. Nimrod and scripture and shit like that. Yeah, we got to talk about things like that. Urban community. Yeah, the Tower of Babel, how we got caught up in this whole shit. We got to talk about that. But one thing we going to have to be clear is you got to understand these metaphysical gods got many names. But it's Nimrod. And that's who you've been serving this whole time by way of the Catholic Church. Hit that like button. You've been serving Nimrod. Serapis, right there. You put Nimrod, Serapis on the cross. All that, Peter. You thinking you worshiping some person. I don't know what you think. I really don't. I'm going to stop giving y'all the benefit of the doubt. Y'all go, that's Serapis. That's Nimrod. Y'all raised Nimrod right there. That depiction right there in your brain, yeah, that's Nimrod. When the Catholic Church come out with that holy cross and they got Jesus slouched like this one on the cross right there, that's a depiction of Nimrod. This class is going to flow just like this. That's a depiction of Nimrod right there. You feel me? Lucifer. I'm not finna play with him. Lucifer. So we dealing with Prometheus / what again? Nimrodish life. Right? So let's get to class. As I change the title to my video, we're going to the first rebellious one. I'm trying to tell you yesterday why he had the bronze serpent on his head. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Did y'all act like y'all scared to communicate? So I can only have brief discussion, brief. Because y'all feelings in y'all brain, boy, the demons come out, they internal thoughts come out, they hatred come out. And I really don't got time for them today. 424-209-9506. So who is Nimrod? Who is Serapis? Who is Prometheus? Deborah, what's on your mind?
This is Deborah from Florida.
What's up, Deborah?
What's on my mind is Nimrod's hat.
Go ahead.
Nimrod's hat looks just like the Serapis cup that they have on a few of the statues of Serapis, but flipped upside down.
Wait.
Looks like a candle holder or something. It's Satan, but it has something to do with flipping the cup upside down. Earlier, you said something about getting excited about bringing the men down. And I realized that I am feeling justified and rationalizing my throwing people under the bus, and that doesn't feel good or righteous. And I just had to say that I feel wrong throwing my handlers, telling all their secrets.
Well,
in my head.
Well, that's what I do here. That's what I do. We tell the secrets. Ain't nothing secret out here in the world. So if you feel wrong, that's a feeling, or either you stand convicted and you're wrong. Either or. Anything pertaining to Prometheus and these teachings here?
Yes, sir. The three-headed dog underneath of his hand has a red head, a yellow head, and a black head on the Hellenistic stamp. And the black head is shaped as a hippo. The red head is shaped as a red dog. And the yellow one is shaped as a yellow lion, like one of them dragon lions from Asia. I can't get the picture into your website yet because it just came past me as I was looking.
Okay, well, just call back after I finish my program. Thank you so much, Deb, for the opportunity and the hard work you do. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. I got a video to play. And it's finna get real good. It's finna get real good. I don't know what she talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. Press 1. I don't know what she talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. Hit that like button and subscribe. So let's listen to this breakdown of Prometheus.
With his axe had slashed open Prometheus with his axe had slashed open the skull of Zeus.
Look at that. Look what's in his hand, but we're going to talk about it.
And Prometheus slices through it with an axe, which, by the way, is a symbol of cutting through fatalism. And Prometheus delivers Athena from out of the skull of Zeus. And who is she? She's the goddess of wisdom and war.
Look.
The forgetfulness of Epimetheus, which is the flip side of the Promethea of Prometheus, winds up being responsible for the fact that man lacks an essence.
Ain't that what Billy Carson was saying? Listen. Now listen to this.
And therefore, Prometheus enlists the aid of Athena. Prometheus is
This is all they believe. This is the other side of the story.
Mankind. Athena puts a butterfly into the mind. Usually it's into the head.
Now, do you see butterfly effect? A lot of these sisters out here got the butterfly. They don't even know what they doing, bro. You don't even know how compartmentalized this psychological game is being played on our people.
Of humanity. The butterfly is the ultimate symbol of metamorphosis and transformation.
Listen.
Wow. So it's underlining the fact that there is no human nature. The point is,
look, Prometheus is who? Mithra is who? Lucifer.
Brought the gift of Techne to man so that we could determine our own destiny. Right now.
So they can do what? Determine their own destiny. Remember I told you all about the slit? Quantum. Okay.
We are at the 11th hour. We're at a key turning point in the face of the technological singularity. Prometheus.
They're at a key point in the 11th hour of the technological singularity. They're trying to scientifically explain the end.
Is a figure that represents the promise of technological science.
Now, who's the figure that represents the promise of the Lord versus the one who represents the promise of the technological God? Or do you understand what that is, Taj? Do you see it? Because again, you're talking AI, merge human mind, all this great conscious mindset algorithm used in a way to control the mind. We go ahead.
It's more important than ever right now to positively reappropriate this myth and understand the power that it already has over us unconsciously. We need to take that unconscious power, that daimonic power,
Go ahead.
of the Prometheus archetype over our society.
Look. And do what with it?
And transform it into something that's more self-conscious and that can be directed in a positive manner.
Oh shit. Oh, so you need the good guy. You don't want the bad one anymore. You want the good hero. Fucked up there, didn't you? Oh, you don't really want Satan. You want the good one. That's an odd switch from negative to positive now, right? Got you.
Shaitan means the adversary. Sure. And so is he the adversary? Hell yeah, he's the adversary. Prometheus is the original adversary.
Ain't that the flame that Statue of Liberty hold? You don't understand. You've been in Lucifer world this whole time. Lucifer gave them this land. They took over the kingdom, and you don't even know how to read the Bible. They took over the kingdom, him and his demons. You don't know how to read the Bible. You've been stuck in allegorical in time immemorial and don't even know. Lucifer, you in Luciferianism. You are the nation of Lucifer. This is what Adolf Hitler was talking about, as I proved on my program.
Welcome back to the Gnostic Informant, and you are about to attain true gnosis.
Come on, Gnostics, right? Come on, Hermetics, and all of this thing. Look what's on his head. Press 1. Look what's on his head. What's on his head? Serapis. Look what's on his head, friend. How long? Not long. And keep lining them up.
Returning is one of the highly demanded scholars, Dr. Jason Reza Georgiani, author of Prometheism, Lovers of Sophia.
Boom. Ain't Sophia AI? They want, bruh. Let me just go back.
Iranian Leviathan, Prometheus and Atlas, and a ton more books. But today, we get the pleasure of talking about Prometheus, one of the more fascinating characters in mythology. Who is he? What is his story? We have fragments. We have different writers like Aeschylus who talks about some of the stuff that happens in his myth.
Yeah.
But let's put it all together in one spot. So, Dr. Johnny, first of all, welcome to Gnostic Informant again. I'm glad to have you back on. Let's talk about Prometheus and what exactly is. If we put together his myth into one coherent story, what is it?
So, Neil, first of all, great to be back on. Always a pleasure. The thing about the myth of Prometheus is that it isn't nearly as widely known as it ought to be, to the point where you have to wonder, and after all, this is a Gnostic-oriented program, you have to wonder whether there hasn't been some kind of archontic suppression. Because, many Greek myths are the subject of countless children's books and
told you.
And film adaptations, right? Even
movies. There's that conscious hive mind. Many people that's alive. many tombstones right there, all collected and a part of this collective hive mind beast, a social god of ignorance and blasphemy. That's just what it is, G.
Hollywood films and so on and so forth. But here we're dealing with a myth that spans from the War of the Gods and the Titans to the creation of mankind.
Told you, look.
To the great flood that destroyed a worldwide human civilization, right? I mean, the myth of Prometheus is unparalleled in terms.
Ain't this the character that's on the Pope's cross? Press 1. Ain't this the character that's on the Pope's cross? Okay. God told us this. The scripture tells us the spirit of the dove descends on Christ. They telling us the eagle descended on them on this right here. That's why the Bible speaks about the eagle in that way. A dove, eagle. Be wise as a serpent, but as gentle as a dove. Eagles aren't gentle. Never mind.
In terms of its monumental scope.
This is the same cross. This was what the Pope bring out. Okay? This is what they got the world to believe is the Christ. Facts.
Addressing all of the key turning points of, the creation, evolution, and potential past destruction of mankind. So why is this myth as obscure as it is?
It's called
I think it's
Mithra because it's full of myths. Do you get it? The god of myths.
Because the essence of this myth is a call to rebellion and self-determination.
It is a cause to what? Rebellion and self-determination.
Extremely threatening to any reigning establishment.
Like us, the reigning establishment at the time, the kings and queens, the sovereigns and freemen, and all those who were emancipated from their homelands.
And so in the classical world, this myth was already being suppressed because it was a threat to, the Olympian world order of that time. And then as this myth transformed, and we'll discuss this, into a Luciferian form after the advent of Christianity, particularly, from the Middle Ages through the Renaissance into the early modern period, when Prometheus is rediscovered and reappropriated by particularly romantic authors like Byron and Shelley and Goethe and so forth. Prometheus yet again became a symbol of insurrection and human self-determination that was threatening both to the church and to the state.
Boom. Coup d'etat.
And so this is why I think that, it's been rendered far more obscure than it ought to be. And so let's unpack, the core symbols and main twists and turns.
This is the Amber Room.
Powerful. I was about to say epic, but really what it is a tragedy. And in fact, as we'll get into it, Prometheus is the first known tragedy in the recorded history of human literature.
All right.
Wow. That's fascinating.
So where should we start? Should we start maybe with the sources?
Wherever you want.
Yeah, because I know you got in Hesiod, you have a lot of Prometheus stuff happening with, you mentioned Deucalion and the flood. Prometheus sort of plays this role, and I almost wonder if there's an older Proto-Indo-European myth that predates the Sumerians and this myth, because he looks like he's playing the same role Enki's playing in Sumeria, where he tells, Enki tells Gilgamesh or whoever, hey, build a flood.
Look, bro.
Because Anu's going to flood everybody out. But in the Hesiod myth, he's like sort of plays this role. And I almost
tell Billy Carson to come here. Tell Billy. Tell Billy Carson we got his buoy.
I wonder if there's an older Proto-Indo-European myth that predates the Sumerians and this myth, because he looks like he's playing the same role Enki's playing in Sumeria, where he tells, Enki tells Gilgamesh or whoever, hey, build a flood because Anu's going to flood everybody out. But in the Hesiod myth, he's like, it's just Zeus doing that. It's the same thing. And then you have Aeschylus, but I'm jumping ahead now. But yeah, let's get to the sources. Sure.
So there most certainly is both an Indo-European predecessor or prototype for this myth, and also a Sumerian one. And actually, since you went there, let me just run with that.
Sure.
That basically the myth of Prometheus in its Greek form appears to be a synthesis of the myth of Enki with the story of a figure called Amirani. And so let me start with the lesser known one. Amirani is a fire-bringing titan that was worshipped by the Scythian branch of the Iranian peoples who lived in the Caucasus. Now, of course, you know, if anyone knows even you know, the littlest bit about the myth of Prometheus, they know that Prometheus was bound in the Caucasus by Zeus. This is where...
Not like this. Not like this.
This mission, hey. Nigga. Don't be mad because I look better than you in your own shit now. Press watch. I make this shit look good, bro. I told you. Caucasus Mountain. The Black Sea. All of these things, bro. And y'all not, there's nothing, come on, bro. Come on. Y'all got to be able to see this.
You know, it's the site where he's punished, tortured for having been the benefactor of mankind. So in the Caucasus Mountains...
For having to be the what? To be the benefactor of what?
Prometheus, they know that Prometheus was bound in the Caucasus by Zeus. This is where...
Told you.
You know, it's the site where he's punished,
Told you.
tortured for having been the benefactor of mankind.
I told you. You want to know why they worship the eagle? You want to know why, bro? Bro, the all that benefactor, we're going to get into those things. This is what you worship. And I found it. Everything I was looking for. I told y'all I felt good. The early morning conversation, I was just cloud chasing. Being silly old class clown Kev like back in the day. I just figured out ain't no need for me to pick up y'all capping with all this history shit. I just did it to them. That's how easily I can go in there and start bucking around and do 2-3 months of continuous media and build a brand out of the shit that I do when I wake up. That's nothing. This shit here is what I work for right here. This is the reason. This is the, you know, they say you got to have a reason, G. That's the reason. It's to learn why the whole world is deceived. And then share that with those who are willing to listen. Facts.
So in the Caucasus Mountains, there was actually this cult of Amirani. And you had the Scythians worshiping a titan who waged war against the gods and who brought fire to mankind and taught humans metallurgy, including how to forge weapons. And you often see imagery of Amirani in particularly what's present-day Georgia, which used to be, you know, a Scythian Iranian territory. And in fact, the last remnant of the Scythian people, the Ossetians, still live in Georgia today. Wow. And so in that area of Georgia and Ossetia, this you know, stronghold of the Iranians in the Caucasus, you see this imagery of Amirani holding a torch in one hand and a sword in the other, you know, symbolizing the fact that this fire that he stole from the heavens and brought to humanity was used as the fire of the forge including in order to empower humanity to basically declare its independence from tyrannical and unjust gods. So this Amirani figure also winds up being chained and attacked by the eagle of the tyrannical lord that he leads humanity in a rebellion against.
Oh.
And we'll come to this later as part of, the various episodes in the myth of Prometheus. But ultimately, Hercules, or the Greek Heracles, frees Prometheus from, his torture, being chained to this rock. And he does so by shooting the eagle of Zeus through with arrows. And this is part of the Amirani myth, that there is this figure who the Greeks called the Scythian Hercules, and who the Ossetians refer to as Batras, and who the Eastern Scythians called Rostam. Rostam is Saksi, Rostam the Scythian born, who becomes the epic hero of the Persian national epic, the Shahnameh. And so this figure in the Amirani myth is the one who comes and frees Amirani by shooting this eagle through with arrows. And this was such a widely disseminated and deeply entrenched element of Scythian folklore that the people in Ossetia to this day still have.
They're saying it's myths, it's folklore, it's not real. But all of these stories are to have a different view of what was at the time, which was all biblical. And they wanted to, you got to have a different belief system that on the surface has validity and probably feel good to the locals, but have some detrimental a detrimental ending in a rebirth, from going from who they were to who they become, with the genocide of you know who.
Tradition of destroying eagles' nests when they find them, as a reverence of, and memorialization of the freeing of Amirani. So clearly there are these elements of the Prometheus myth there. And it also is worth mentioning in that regard that the Parthian dynasty of Iran were descended from Scythians. They adopted the Persian, imperial culture and the legacy of the Achaemenid Persians, but they were not Persians. They were descended from Scythians. So they were more nomadic barbarian people who then came and took over the seat of the empire and created the second empire of Iran, the Parthian Empire, which was the great rival of classical Rome.
Right.
And these Parthians had a myth that was so important to them that it was the basis for the iconography on their coins. These Parthians had a myth that Perseus stole fire from the heavens and brought it to mankind and established the order of the Magi in order to be
like the Smurfs?
Guardians of the eternal flame on
Look, to be guardians of the eternal flame.
Earth. And according to this myth, Perses, the son of Perseus, was the patriarch of the Persian people.
Look at that. Look at that.
Now,
and who is that? Who is that? Look at King. Look at the king right there. Look what's over his head.
This is interesting because
we've been on this the whole time.
Perseus slaying Medusa.
Look.
Perseus is looking away from the head of the Gorgon as he severs it. And it's been noted by art historians that the iconography of the bull slaying in Mithraism has this same posture, and you don't find it anywhere else in classical art. Mithras is looking away from the head of the bull as he slits its throat. And in Mithraism,
Didn't I tell y'all the bull represents the running of the bulls, the slaughtering by the Spaniards? You were the offering to their, what you call it, Moloch, Mithra, and all of these things in real life. That's you. the Smurfs overthrew Gargamel. Remember, the kings. Yeah, the indentured workers overthrew the owners at McDonald's. That shit. But it's all told in folklore, allegorical ways. But if you apply it, see, I've taught my students to how to apply it, not to time immemorial, to our timeline. And that feels so relieving. It's like an Advil or one of those, you get one of those cavities or something with your tooth and it finally stopped throbbing. It's like, oh my goodness. One of those things. Big weight off your shoulder.
Is portrayed as going to battle against Zorvan, who is basically Kronos, the Lord of Time.
Look.
And look, this becomes very significant to the myth of Prometheus. So Mithra overpowers Zorvan.
So they're distorted time.
Zorvan was depicted as a gorgon.
Look.
From the head of the bull as
Oh
he
my
slits
goodness.
its throat. And in Mithraism, Mithra is portrayed as going to battle against Zorvan, who is basically Kronos, the Lord of Time. And look, this becomes very significant to the myth of Prometheus. So Mithra overpowers Zorvan, and Zorvan was depicted as a gorgon. So the Medusa imagery in the myth of Perseus is like a later reiteration.
So that Louis, what's that brand that uses the Medusa? Y'all all worshiping all of this stuff, and y'all paying a high price. Y'all paying for the selling. What's that company? That right there. Our people don't even know what they're doing.
Of this archaic Mithraic idea of Mithra, namely what becomes later Perseus, slaying the Gorgonic Lord of Time and appropriating its power in the form of the severed head, right? But looking away from it at the same time. And this same figure steals fire from the heavens, brings it down to earth. His son is the patriarch of the Persians, and he creates the order of the Magi, namely the priests of Zarathustra's religion, to be the guardians of the fire.
Now listen.
And there are a lot of elements, of the teaching of Zarathustra, like the use of the term Titan of Wisdom to refer to Ahura Mazda, the main symbol of, the religion being the eternal fire, the main quality of Ahura Mazda being forethought.
Look, family, did you see the snake? Look at what our people caught up in.
Promethea, the root of the name of Prometheus, forethought or thinking ahead or the progressive mentality, the forward-oriented mind.
Oh, my goodness.
And so you can see that there's this older Indo-European, particularly Iranian, matrix of the Prometheus myth coming from out of the Caucasus.
Woo!
Which is a general region of Zarathustra as well. He was a little bit further to the south in around Lake Urumia, and particularly Iranian
now watch this.
Matrix of the Prometheus myth
now
coming from out of the Caucasus.
If that ain't good enough, look at this. The location of Peter the Great's Siberian's collections finds. Peter, bro.
Which is a general region of Zarathustra as well. He was a little bit further to the south, around Lake Urumia in Iranian Azerbaijan, but same general region around the Caspian
I feel
Sea.
good.
And it looks like what happened is this myth fused with the myth of Enki. And how did that happen? Well, the Persian Empire, emanating from out of Persia, from out of like the territory right above the Persian Gulf, took both Mesopotamia, and then, of course, the Iranians were native inhabitants of the Caucasus, so the Persian Empire connected the territory where the Sumerian myths were prevalent with the territory where you had the myth of Amirani in the Caucasus. And these two somehow fused so that by the time Hesiod is living in Anatolia, which again is part of the Persian Empire.
Who holds the Triton holds the power to the Holy See.
Right.
Hesiod was a citizen of Iran. in Hesiod's time, actually, it was slightly before the Persian Empire, but the Medes were already very dominant going into southern Anatolia.
Look. In real life, they just showed you what color they was. Watch this. Those are naps on their head, first of all. So I want you to know we talking about empires of niggas. I'm tired of the madness already. They talking about Egypt. Oh my goodness, bro. I want you to know them is niggas, first of all and foremost. I know niggas when I see them. Okay.
I'm Hesiod.
I know dark colored, big lip niggas when I see them.
Living in Anatolia.
I just want you to know
which,
that.
As part of the Persian Empire.
Right.
Hesiod was a citizen of Iran. Well, in Hesiod's time, actually, it was slightly before the Persian Empire, but the Medes were already very dominant going into southern Anatolia. And then the Medes and the Persians joined together to create this empire. In any
Not
case,
this one.
The territory where Hesiod winds up basically.
This is why you can't. They've all stolen these stories and added to the deception. So there's a real story of these events in real life that happen in our timeline events. All of their story happened after they took over, and they've written themselves not only into history but literature and Shakespearean style story, myths and fairy tales of these individuals led to why we see all of them in the illustrations of not only scripture, but over there and that stuff and that stuff and that stuff. It's always the same people, as if they was. But when the pictures are developed in real life, they don't have any of this jewelry, or they look like poor people. They look like terrible, poor down people from Serbia, some from the Caucasus Mountain who need help. That's in real life. Ellis Island and all this. All these beautiful pearls and shit, that's not real. At all.
Laying this groundwork.
I just want you to know that.
For Greek folklore becomes a core part of the Persian Empire. And I think that these two myths fuse there. So what's the other one? The myth of Enki, which is about how there's this conflict between two brothers among the Anunnaki. One of them wants to create mankind as a slave race to serve the various purposes of these gods who came down to earth from the heavens. And this other one, and that's...
they came to earth? They're not gods. That's your problem. They came to earth, or were they thrown down with Satan? They came to earth, or were they thrown down and cast out of heaven and start turning man into stone cold killers? Press 1. And that's why he's turning them from monkeys into hardworking men.
Elul or Enlil. And he's a storm god, basically Jehovah. And his psychological profile is more or less identical to that of Jehovah in the Old Testament, Yahweh.
I think even El comes from that, right?
El, exactly, yeah.
See, these are all replications of scripture that they're naming Jehovah and all. They're coming up with alternative things, but they're pulling their information from scripture. You see, they never have no scriptural basis. They don't have no book. They all came from, right there, this means this from the scripture. That Bible, yeah. And then this one, 480 AD, yeah, this consciousness, it kind of lines up with that right there, that God that's in the Old Testament right there. That's why this is not hard to do if you can wipe out a generation of black people who truly believe in God. If you genocide them out, put them in a state where they don't remember their past, who they were, where they come from, nothing. You can tell them anything.
Oh, yeah.
And then, yeah, and it's interesting. Allah, Allah, the Muslim,
Look.
thing. There's no God but El.
Look.
You could think about.
Look, and they always talking about amen. No, Allah, El. Press 1, L. Yeah, fallen angels, Nehemiah. Fallen angels, just like the scripture said. Instead of it's fallen angels in that book, oh, the devil got a cold book. Oh, no, we wasn't thrown out of heaven. We came down here because the rent, we didn't like the rent up there. And then here you go. You want some of this? Press 1. You see? This is like, oh, y'all want to go to war with the gods? Oh, who went to war with the gods? Nimrod. You cut off from the law. Set up your own law. Watch how that turn out for you. Now you plead and plead. I ain't get to roll no weed. Ain't get to roll no swisher. You be locked up on Christmas. Ain't get to see your nigga. Ain't get to hug your mama. Couldn't even give her no kisses. Can't even flex on your Instagram because these pussy niggas be snitching. Press 1, see? Now you in trouble by not following God's rules. Out here like Lil Durk playing around, bowing down to things you don't understand. And then go get up and pop some drill music in the cassette tape. Let's go.
They translate it these days. They love to say there's no God but God, as if it's some universalistic statement.
Told
it's
you.
like abstract monotheistic theology. But really, in a way, you could read that as saying there's no God but El,
Facts.
namely
Yeah,
Elil.
and the letter and the Semitic aleph, whether it's Arabic or Hebrew or whatever, that's the L. That's the letter you use.
Told you. Allah, El, Baal, Kabbalah, Kaaba, you, them, over there, upstairs, downstairs, bungalows. Press 1. Hit that like button and subscribe. I've been kicking their ass for 3.5 years, and they just now got what I said.
It's not hell, because you use a het for the letter E, so people don't realize that it really is AL. It's not EL, but it's pronounced EL.
AI.
It's all
They
the
think it's
evolution
AI,
of
but
El.
it's AL.
Right.
And this
Capital.
El bastard
Lowercase. Look.
wanted to create us as a slave race.
Look. Allah.
Meant to just, serve the purposes of the Anunnaki.
Well,
caste system.
Since we're on the subject, I noticed they try to polemicize this this Titan mythology because they make it look like these are fallen angels that are giving metallurgy and fire to Enoch, and this is in the myth of Enoch, where you have Azazel and Samael and all these different fallen demon angels or whatever they are, and they're falling in love with the women, and they're teaching men how to use fire and teaching them how to use metals, and you're like, wait a minute, are they polemicizing the other myth? And that's probably what's going on.
Absolutely. Now, I was going to wait to get to this, but look, it's just so this, we're in a better flow here. Let me just say it right now, that in the myth of Prometheus, it's said that Prometheus didn't just bring fire, didn't just steal fire from the workshop of Hephaestus on Mount Olympus and bring it as a gift to mankind.
Come on. Whatever.
Prometheus taught humanity the various arts and sciences. Prometheus, teacher in every art.
You don't understand. Prometheus is the god of Hollywood. You see that Nazi sign on that plate behind him and on that flag? Don't you think for 1 minute in 1934 he was right there with him. Hut! Don't you mother, there ain't no motherfucking spiritual nothing in none of this. This is all demonic Satan worship of a false black sun idol worship, and know nothing of the true Son of God that came and comes to do what? Oh, you don't believe that. You got caught in this. The serpent's trick. that, oh, those ain't fallen angels. Those are our friends. And they bring us light and weaponry and lipstick and MAC makeup and abortion clinics. Press 1.
Is how Aeschylus puts it. And so Prometheus, in that Greek version of the myth, is performing exactly the
Who
same.
the Statue of Liberty? Liberty from who? In what year? You got a timeline, nigga. Press 1. See? Who was that? Satan. Who gave it to you? Them over there. What was their flag logo before it was the Mexican logo? Oh, Nazis. Same one that's on the screen right here? Yep. Same one.
Same function. Teacher in every art brought the fire
Look.
as a means to mighty ends.
Told you.
Aeschylus says.
That's the fire. The fire isn't. He brought you entertainment, the Olympics, the whole circus. I told you the Bible was a prophetic book. They're dealing in trying to calculate and how to imitate. It's a prophetic will and testament. Facts.
Mighty ends, like the way Amirani taught humanity how to use this fire to forge weapons, among other things, among other metallurgical, crafts, right? And so Prometheus is doing exactly what the fallen angels were supposedly doing.
I told you.
In the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch was basically censored from the Old Testament. It survived more or less only in an Ethiopian form, and it explains what the hell happened in Genesis 6, which is an absolutely, it's an absurd part of the Bible where in like literally one paragraph you're told that.
You ever see that all the fallen angels are like white people? You ain't ever clicked in your brain?
Angels came down and they had sex with, mortal women, and there was this race of giants consequently sired on the earth, and they became rebellious against heaven. And God decides as a result of this to basically wipe out all of mankind in this global deluge. And you're left wondering with this one paragraph, like, what the hell happened here? What could have happened that God has decided to wipe clean his whole creation, right? And by the way, what kind of God is this who didn't see this coming?
Oh.
Anyway, clearly not.
No, he did see it coming. He told you don't do it. Moses said God, it hurted him and he caused him to repent. And you want free choice. It's your choice to be persuaded. A father can be disappointed. His children decide to be gangbangers. Instead of going to school and hanging out, they wanted to be cool, shucking and jiving, walking up the street, hanging out with niggas that's going to be dead in no time. Niggas be disappointed, but life goes on. You got to keep living. You got to keep creating. You got to keep becoming. You niggas is like children, bro. Grown men acting like... You cause a flood, bro. Now, keep that same energy when you find out the original contract was for you. You are the federal government. You are a product of you were created as a 14th Amendment by the federal government, put inside the Lucius Trust, taken away from God and the real God, the real trust. We're going to talk about that later tonight on Conspiracies with the Row after I take my second win. You got to feel it in the gut. Press 1. You are the devil's children. You put all your trust in the devil. That's all you got. That's the only way. It's for you to manipulate and pretend you don't know about the black genocide of God's people and who you are. Press 1. But the truth lives forever. Even in the world of darkness, you stand alone with the truth. Nigga, if you put this in a movie or a comic book, nigga, I don't know what you let your brain come to work with. Make a comic book of these situations of KevRow and watch what your brain come up with. What this is really like. I talk different.
omniscient God. So it's basically Elil, or as we're going to see, Zeus in the myth of Prometheus. And so Prometheus does exactly what the fallen angels supposedly did, which you see in the book of Enoch. It expands on Genesis 6 at length and talks
Now
about
you
how
see why
they
George
came-
Washington is in the Capitol and is cut off, and you like Jack and the Beanstalk looking down, looking up, and George Washington looking down with a book in his hand, and you cut off. Because all y'all are 14th Amendment citizens. That's why you cut off from the law. You cut yourself off. You decided to walk in and amend yourself into a 14th Amendment and be a citizen of a dead state, of a dead corporation, of a false church, and not deal with law of the Levitical and ecclesiastical viewpoints and the spirit of the law. Y'all ain't dealing with it. That's why it's no mercy. Is no mercy. Because there's no mercy in y'all world. Whereas like all y'all got to do is pretend like a nigga don't see. Oh yeah, your whole historical fairy tale of Serapis, the flag of America is the flag of Serapis, the red, white, and blue, the star. All this is Promethean and Nimrodish. All of it is Antichrist, but y'all swear y'all believe in the church. And I start realizing these Catholics really are on some idol worship. And you look towards black people and like, damn, they really on some idol worship. Then you look at the Hindus, whoa, they on some 3,000 gods type of shit. You look at the Asians, they like on some Kabbalistic, Eastern for all that. And I only feel right now, I only feel this. Y'all don't got everybody to believe in Prometheus and Satan, all in the stock market, downtown the bull and Prometheus. Let the Lloyds of London, y'all let this shit go down and you got to pay for it. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Contribute to the Cash App. My cash tag is Gills Gang. No, you don't worship Christ. You worship Satan, Prometheus, the fallen one. That's who you worship. You strung them up on a cross, put some nails in them, had Mel Gibson do this, cause trauma in y'all brain, all that for Satan, Lucifer. KevRow, all of it. That's right. Cry now, laugh now, cry later. Yeah, but how? You don't know that that's Prometheus sitting right there at Ellis Island. You don't know why that submarine just went to the abyss. We'll get on that later. The suspense.
Down, and their purpose was to empower humanity. They weren't just coming down to have sex with mortal women. They were having sex with mortal women to create a race of hybrids.
Come on, create a race of Aryans. That sounds like integration and all that, which is against and forbidden in our culture from even going there. And you know it because it's said in Scripture. You just don't know who you are in Scripture. Yeah. So, yeah, they sent the women after them and the men after them. Now, there was women fallen angels and men fallen angels. That's the story. Fine, cool. Men and women. They sent the foreign alien women that fell, that were the fallen ones, upside down, inverted ones. Boom. When you watch Lord of the Rings, who's the one forging all the stuff? Them little people from the Caucasus Mountains, okay? I'm not playing with this shit. Y'all gang bang. Y'all worry about who's snitching today. KevRow. And look what you got right here. The 4 horses, once again. You got this on the George Washington statue. So is it a reason why all this is going down? Look at Kev. You believe in idols? Or you believe in the living, true and living God? Or you believe in idol worship of time immemorial, Mithra, time and look, boom, KevRow. I told you the real George Washington is George Washington Gillespie, the father of the nation. Y'all worships Lucifer. Facts. This is my name, G. There's a real heir to the throne, and there's a myth. Y'all study myths and shit. I'm trying to find out who we are.
The earth who would be able to contest, you know, the sovereignty of the gods. Would be
Look,
able to,
he want to contest the sovereignty of God, but God sent Kev Gills to test your own sovereignty. Press 1. And it was the sovereignty of what? See this? See how they threw that story into our real life on top of the founding fathers? That's how you run a simultaneous program. The demons living next to God's people, side by side, coexisting. He don't even know who you is, G.
to lead a essentially liberation struggle against heaven and to storm heaven, as it were.
To
And so
do
they teach
what?
humanity
To
all the arts
storm heaven. Nimrod.
and science is exactly what Prometheus did and exactly what Enki is supposed to have done. So Enki is the creator of mankind.
Look.
Just like in the myth of Prometheus,
Look. Thou shalt not surely die. He didn't create you. I brought you up. I gave you the knowledge. I gave you the genetic to bring you from what? Evolution, from a monkey. Ain't that some racist shit? That's why they worship Satan. That's why they come from me. I brought you from a monkey. When they say that stuff like that and you think you come from a monkey, you a Luciferian. I don't come from this. God built man from the dirt. I ain't come from no allele. I didn't come from that. I'm not a Satan worshiper. I come from the Father. Father made me out the dust of this land and gave me his sovereignty. Press 1, you, that's not real. I didn't come from no monkey. You ain't changed no genetic stuff. We ain't, that evolution ain't real. Your quantum world cannot comprehend the mind of God. Stop it. You wouldn't know what it, you just a flea on a bull's balls in a small world. That's where you at. Press 1, you ain't even, your mind can't even comprehend how this worked. You don't formulated all them numbers, and just like your myths, don't came up with nothing but rubbish, aka Pasula. Hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that cash app. My cash tag is Gills Gang. Shout out to, who is this? Gotta give my shout out. Gotta give my shout outs. Shout out to Taj. Shout out to Royal Purple, Jason Harris, Cedric Jefferson, and my man Ollie Ware. Theories, conspiracy theories. Press 1, I got the word of God, bro. I've been standing on the word of God for this whole time, bro. This whole time. And I bet those who was laughing now stand convicted like, damn, this nigga was right the whole time. You damn right, I was right the whole time. And it take a good man to think about our salvation. They get all the real source of the ignorance. It take a real brother to do some shit like that, bro. And being taken for granted by not just people online, offline, bro, in your regular life, bro. And you right the whole time, champ. That's why I ain't got no time to play. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but give a nigga lower my confidence and make me not trust what I already know. Get behind these, Satan. Hit the like button.
it's not Zeus who creates humanity. Prometheus is the architect of humanity.
Look.
The father of mankind. And he's a good father. He's a father who wants his children to flourish, and he beneficently attempts to empower them.
He want to
He's
be
the kind of
worshipped
father
as the father, bro.
who wants to see his children do even better than him. And so he teaches humanity all these arts and sciences. Just like Enki sends 7 sages to teach humanity all of the various crafts.
Now you know why you burn sage. And when the scriptures say, I know who you burn those incense for. Press 1. When you talk about the revelation, make sure y'all get it right. I know what God you burn your incense for. It's sage for a reason. And you don't even know why it's called sage. Press 1. I know your father. You are of Satan. That's what this is. I'm bigger than T.D. Jakes. I'm bigger than that, bro. And I got a blunt in my mouth to let you know where I'm from. Press 1. Hit that like button and subscribe.
And, Ellul is furious about this. And,
Look.
Then it lays the groundwork ultimately for this.
Like Buzz
global
Lightyear
deluge,
said, it's called flying with style. Gee, look at this.
to basically decimate the high civilization that develops on the basis of the arts and the sciences that were taught to humanity by the rebel Anunnaki, or as the Christians later call them, the fallen angels.
Told you.
And you see all of this in the myth of Prometheus. I mean, so I'm really jumping ahead now, but and we can come back around to it, in a sequential order. But basically, people lose sight of the fact that the flood myth exists as part of the myth of Prometheus in Greek culture.
Right.
Prometheus's son, Deucalion, is the Greek Noah figure.
Right.
Except that the Greek version makes a hell of a lot more sense.
Right.
Because why would the same God who's trying to wipe out humanity with a flood appoint someone to save humanity from the flood? It doesn't make any sense. Right. This is a Yahwist appropriation of an older myth which was threatening to that religious establishment, a myth wherein it's the son or a representative of the Enki figure, son of Prometheus, who attempts to save what he can of humanity from this global deluge. And so this is Deucalion, and Deucalion is depicted very much in the guise of the sages that worked with Enki as a kind of civilizer. He not only saves a portion of humanity from this flood, he helps to reestablish civilization on the earth. So he's kind of like, you could say, the bricklayer of the Tower of Babel.
What? Y'all not studying? He said he's the bricklayer of the Tower of Babel, G. Nimrod.
To put it in biblical terms, the one who, makes another attempt after the flood to build a tower to the heavens to empower and unify humanity. So the myth of Deucalion connects Prometheus
to go to war with God.
To the flood myth in the Bible, and underlines the fact that Prometheus is essentially, to put it in biblical terms, the leader of the fallen angels. Figure that later winds up being called Lucifer. And well, what's Lucifer? The bringer of the light. Well, that's the fire.
I told y'all worship fallen angels, and y'all use witchery, and y'all caught up in Luciferianism and don't even know it.
That he brought from heaven is pretty obvious, and
which is funny because in Lucifer's Roman mythology with Ovid and other writers, there's nothing evil about him. He's a hero. He's a savior god. There's nothing. He's not satanic or whatever the hell the Christians try to say about him later on, or Isaiah tries to say about him in his text. He's just a light bringer. He's the son of dawn.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, he is satanic.
Wow. Lucifer, son of the morning, I'm going to chase you up. That's crazy.
In the sense that the word Satan, shaitan, just means ha-shaitan in Hebrew, or shaitan in Arabic. Ha-shaitan means the adversary. Sure. And so is he the adversary? Hell yeah, he's the adversary. Prometheus is the original adversary, right? And there's something, now I want to come back to this.
So that's the one that said what? That's a serpent in the garden, you guys. Okay, stop.
This flood myth, okay, but let me just go on a tangent for a minute.
He's the original adversary, bro.
I want to highlight the way in which this character,
they worship Satan, bro,
is radically adversarial. Prometheus betrays the Titans. He's an adversary first against his fellow Titans. So he's not a god. Prometheus is a Titan. And he turns on the Titans and sides with Zeus in the Titanomachia, in the cloud.
What I tell you? John 16, what? He was rising of the brazen serpent. I'm the first one in the world to tell you that he hung himself on a cross. Oh, praise the Father, bro. And I told you, where my microphone? I told you to your face how you know your Satan didn't repent of his sin. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I say that? There it is there. I don't know why you believe in that. You believe in him in his fallen state. For your Savior has even chosen the Prince of this world champion. Has the one who was in the garden, like I told you. Press 1. The one that said it in John 16. It was him that was in the garden. That's who you. Let me stop. Let me wait till it's all over.
Clash of the Titans, because Prometheus goes to these fellow Titans. He's like, listen, you can't defeat these Olympians through brute force. I'm telling you, there's got to be strategy here. He lays out stratagems with his forethought, and they won't have it. And so Prometheus takes the position that, well, these Titans are going to lose. This is a loser. It's futile. They're going to lose. And so in order to basically put himself in a better position for achieving a more long-term objective, he shrewdly sides with the Olympians and helps Zeus come to power. Then he realizes in due course that, and let me just point a couple things out before I continue down that road, that when this happens, Prometheus has 3 brothers, and 2 of them wind up being punished by Zeus after he comes to power, after the Olympians win in the Titanomachia. 2 of Prometheus's 3 brothers are punished together with the other Titans, and one of them is a figure called Menoetius. Menoetius was bound in Tartarus under the earth together with the other.
You ever heard of Tartaria? Well, Tatar is their underworld.
Prometheus has 3 brothers.
I told you.
And 2 of them wind up being punished by Zeus after
Now
he
watch
comes
this.
to power, after the Olympians win in the Titanomachia.
I told you.
2 of Prometheus's 3 brothers are punished together with the other Titans, and one of them is a figure called Menoetius. Menoetius was bound in Tartarus under the earth together with the other Titans, and he's the Titan of excessive wrath, prideful rage, and hubris. So you can see how this is a shadow side of Prometheus.
Now watch this. Who is this right here? You ever seen that movie, I Am Legend? And that zombie at the end about to fuck with Will Smith? And all he wanted was the girl? Bro, these scenes ain't making them this way for nothing, G. Nothing at all. These is arts. This is the expression of Satan, bro.
Prometheus that later is integrated into the Judeo-Christian image of Satan.
Told you.
It's the side of Prometheus, the brother of Prometheus, as it were, who is bound under the earth. In other words, what becomes later hell in the Judeo-Christian cosmology. He's that side of Prometheus that is bound in the pit of hell, as it were, and has this exceedingly wrathful, prideful, defiance of Zeus from the beginning. And then the other brother of Prometheus, another brother of Prometheus, Atlas, is the strongest of the Titans, and he led the Titans in the battle.
So what he got to do?
He was the general who leads the Titans in the Titanomachia, and he's punished by forcing him to separate heaven and earth through bearing the celestial sphere on his own shoulders, which is an incredibly powerful symbol.
Yeah.
Because it means that he's not just separating heaven and earth, he's connecting heaven and earth.
Look at that.
So heaven and earth are connected through Atlas.
Look.
And remember, Atlas was against Zeus. And so in a way, he's sort of in this dynamic position where he could storm heaven from the earth because he's the one holding up the heavens.
Right.
And then later, Atlas becomes a metaphor for all kinds of basically maps of knowledge.
There you go. Horoscope and all of it. Come on.
Atlases in the sense of star charts.
Look.
Which
told you.
Seafarers used to navigate the oceans.
Boom.
And so then map making, was associated with atlases of the world. And then even in medicine, you have atlases of the human body, the basically, there's portrayals of the skeletal system and the nervous system and so on. They're called medical atlases. And so Atlas is a term that's very much associated with bodies of knowledge and mapping out the world for the sake of gaining greater knowledge.
You ever heard of the slogan? Now the world's getting now my mind's getting colder and colder and cold from having the world on my shoulders for the punishment of the transgression against God. That's Tupac, who knew Hermetic principles. He wouldn't have said that. You have to understand these are the punishments of these gods or titans or something like that, and to reiterate it into art form, and to know how to do that at such a young age and convey that for future, whatever the case was, that's insane, bro. That's insane.
In this way, Atlas is also intimately connected with the meaning of the myth of Prometheus and reflects another aspect of Prometheus' association,
Which
with
is
science and
why
technology.
he would throw himself on the
That's
cross.
The light of the fire that he brings from Olympus, the light of the fire in the dark night of human ignorance, and also the fire of the forge. That's a symbol of technological science. And so it's not incidental that Atlas is the brother of Prometheus. It's emphasizing the association of Prometheus with technological science and humanity's quest for knowledge and mapping out of the world through human initiative and exploration and the quest for discovery. And then the last brother of Prometheus is Epimetheus, who he's the fool. He's the idiot. His name means afterthought. Instead of forethought, Promethea, it comes from epimethea, which is the opposite adjectival quality, meaning afterthought or
Thought?
hindsight. Like, you know, like when you look back and say, shit, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, staring at the world in my rear view.
epimethea.
That was foolish.
You know, hard-earned hindsight and realizing something only in retrospect. So Epimetheus, the other brother of Prometheus, is this forgetful fool, right? Hindsight. We're talking about, you know, how his name means afterthought, and he sides with Prometheus, takes his advice that they should basically help Zeus come to power, and so he's rewarded by being allowed to help Prometheus in the creation of mankind.
Wow.
And in fact, in the creation of the animals in general. So
Look.
Epimetheus functions.
Look, why would they put that there?
As a kind of subcontractor who helps Prometheus as Prometheus is.
That's why, what's that? The Devil's Advocate, he said, I've been here since the beginning. Since I had my hands in the development of mankind since the beginning. I'm a fan of man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Mankind from out of clay. And by the way, just on a side note, this whole issue of man being molded from out of clay, the race of man being molded from out of clay, is significant because
that's how they made statues. We was molded from the dust of the land. Clay is how you make statues.
In the Semitic,
and that's how they create their gods and their like that's crazy.
It said that before the race
Theodore
of clay,
Roosevelt type shit,
which you know is Adam, the race of Adam, which is not just a person but a race. Adam is a mankind made of clay, and according to the Semitic myths, before Adam, there was a race made of fire on the earth. And so, of course, fire is the element associated with Prometheus. And this race of fire rebelled against the angels, against the Malayek, you know, the angels.
Right.
And against El.
It's hard for them to even say it. The angels, they warred with the Father, and they tried to build a tower to do so. Where you are the demons with angels, you drew about. You.
And they're punished. So it appears, and their civilization is wiped off the face of the earth. So it appears that yet again, there is this parallel from the Greek myth to, you know, some kind of Semitic version where the satanic is associated with the race of fire. And then the race of man, the race of clay, is seen as being subsequent to that. And so the myth of Prometheus is extremely subversive in an Islamic context because it's suggesting that actually the race of clay wasn't created by Allah the way it says in the Quran. The race of clay was created by one of these beings of fire who was a rebel against Allah.
Oh, a 14th Amendment citizen.
Right.
And again, another myth that's been reappropriated, misappropriated by Yahwists, or if we want to put it in Islamic terminology, Muslims.
Right.
Submitters,
Damn.
as the name suggests. So, okay, what we were talking about was the nature of Prometheus as a primordial adversary. So what does this character do, this Epimetheus? He's helping Prometheus create man, and he gives fur to certain animals and claws to other animals. Again, another myth that's been reappropriated, misappropriated by Yahwists, or if we want to put it in Islamic terminology, Muslims.
Right.
Submitters, as the name suggests. So, okay, what we were talking about was the nature of Prometheus as a primordial adversary. So what does this character do? This
Now, it's a fallen angel because he got all the women around him, remember? Remember the fallen angels fell in love with the what? With the women.
Epimetheus, he's helping Prometheus create man, and he gives fur to certain animals and claws to other animals to be able to fend for themselves, and he gives sharp teeth to certain other creatures.
Right.
Their food, with their mouths, and basically gives some kind of survival advantage to every creature. But then when it comes to man, Epimetheus forgets to give man any essential quality that would be able to afford him a survival advantage that would be able to, secure his existence on the earth. And so man is left lacking an essence. This is extremely important.
So they gave him a weapon.
The forgetfulness of Epimetheus, which is the flip side of the Promethea of Prometheus, winds up being responsible for the fact that man lacks an essence. And therefore, Prometheus...
That's insane because it's like this is Satan's story on how you begin to breathe scientifically through evolution or something. Where the scripture says exactly you had essence. He breathed life into Adam. There is no other essence that you would need.
Enlists the aid of Athena. Humanity with its soul in the form of a butterfly. So Athena appears in the myth of Prometheus at this point, and there are many images of this. There are reliefs of it. It appears on some seals. It's on some vases and other Greek pottery. This image of Athena coming in as Prometheus is molding mankind.
Ain't that the statue that was at the World Fairs?
And there's Epimetheus to the side who forgets to endow man with any essence. And Athena puts a butterfly into the mind. Usually it's into the head of humanity. Now, why Athena? Why does Athena help? Because Prometheus had midwifed Athena into existence. Prometheus, with his axe, had slashed open the skull of Zeus in a kind of, play on a cesarean section, had split open the close-knit Pykinos, mind of Zeus. It's an incredibly important image. Okay, so Zeus is often associated with fate. And so the Pykinos, or close-knit mind of Zeus, is the mesh of fate. And Prometheus slices through it with an axe, which, by the way, is a symbol of cutting through fatalism. And Prometheus delivers Athena from out of the skull of Zeus. And who is she? She's the goddess of wisdom and war.
I was just going to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because in the Gnostic text, you have this understanding of Yahweh thinks he created humans, but really he was in somehow he had a dream where he thought he created Adam, but really it was Sophia, wisdom, that did it. And she looks at him like, you don't even know, I'm the one who did all this. And then but what's even crazier is that the Gnostics, who get called heretics for this, they're pointing to the Bible itself and saying, no, no, no. The book of Proverbs says that Sophia was there from the beginning. The Wisdom of Solomon says Sophia created the first father. So like this is accurate as far as the scriptures say, not just making this stuff up. And then it lines up with what you're saying, Athena being Sophia as well, and then the Titan of Wisdom creating mankind. So even the Yahwists have some of their own sources, right, putting this stuff in there and sort of snitching on themselves.
Ali, you couldn't say that? Ali, you can't say Ali. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Sophia is the AI? So let's go back. Let's go back. Do you know Jeremiah and AI? So Sophia is what? Okay, bro. They playing with spirits and they're coming into technological content and they're trying to do this subconsciously. Listen, bro. Kev got you.
Because in the Gnostic text, you have this understanding of Yahweh thinks he created humans, but really somehow he had a dream where he thought he created Adam, but really it was Sophia, wisdom, that did it. And she looks at him like, you don't even know, I'm the one who did all this. And then but what's even crazier is that the Gnostics, who get called heretics for this, they're pointing to the Bible itself and saying, no, no, no. The book of Proverbs says that Sophia was there from the beginning. The Wisdom of Solomon says Sophia created the first father. So like this is accurate as far as the scriptures say, not just making this stuff up.
That sounds
and then
like
it lines up with what you're saying. Athena being
these are all
Sophia as well, and then the
geez.
Titan of Wisdom creating mankind. So even the Yahwists have some of their own sources, right, putting this stuff in there and sort of snitching on themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh,
so that you have the prototype for the Sophianic figure in Athena, who is the goddess of wisdom and war. Why wisdom and war? Because you cannot gain wisdom without going to war. Because Zeus wants us ignorant. The Olympians don't want us to be wise. They're the
wow.
prototype for what later become the Gnostic archons. And so to seek wisdom is to be prepared to go to war against the gods. That's why Athena is the goddess of wisdom and war, inextricably. Okay?
I didn't go to war with the gods, man. No way.
And so this
is also the message of the
Kabbalah. Look, Kabbalah,
the Bhagavad Gita.
Ain't that what we've been breaking down? To go to war with God just to be defiant, just to be defiant. No, I'll do it my way. I want to do this my way just because I feel like it, and that's just what it is. Period. That right there. Kev been telling y'all it goes all the way back to this.
Where Krishna is telling Arjun, you have to go to war.
Krishna.
No, you have to make an action right now. You cannot just sit by and let your uncle do his thing. You have to fight your uncle. That's a deep thing right there.
in a Greek context, it winds up being epitomized by Heraclitus in the fragments of Heraclitus, who, by the way, I mean, next to Pythagoras, is the first philosopher in Greek history. Heraclitus says, war is father and king of all. Some men, it shows, or he shows to be slaves. Others, he reveals to be free men. All things come to pass and are ordained.
Did I not tell you? Okay, did I not tell you? I don't lined up the timeline. I don't found the time machine. Press 1. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. I don't put the allegory in the right perspective.
Heraclitus, who, by the way, I mean, next to Pythagoras, is the first philosopher in Greek history. Heraclitus says, war is father and king of all. Some men it shows, or he shows to be slaves. Others he reveals to be free men. All things come to pass and are ordained in accordance with conflict, right? And so, look, wisdom and war. So why does Athena help Prometheus in this situation where man is left lacking in essence on account of the forgetfulness of Epimetheus? Well, because Prometheus was the midwife of Athena's birth. Right. Okay? And so Athena returns the favor by giving man his soul in the form of a butterfly. Now, does this give man an essence? No, not really. And it's another fascinating symbol in this myth, because what's a butterfly? The butterfly is the ultimate symbol of metamorphosis and transformation.
Wow.
So it's underlining the fact that there is no human nature. There's no human nature. Human, quote unquote, nature is to transform, to evolve, to become.
Wow. So Michael Jackson, human nature, with the butterflies spinning, that was all symbolic. Why do they do me this way and stop me from expressing love? There is no love because there's no human expression of it. You must, it's always an ever changing. You see that? So you can't, that's what Mike was saying is, well, why can't I live the way that I'm living? Like a regular, loving person. Why are y'all mistaking everything that I'm doing? And boom, boom. And people was equating the butterfly to MK mind control. But Mr. Gillespie don't took y'all a little further and brought you to that source. It's not confusing when you know it this from this perspective.
Become something else. We are beings of radical becoming. And then what's the other thing that Prometheus has to give man?
Science.
In order to basically give him a chance to fend for himself, because he doesn't have the claws that other animals do, or the large jaws and sharp teeth of other animals, or fur so as not to freeze in the winter. Humanity is gifted fire as a tool of survival.
Like the caveman.
Okay? So
now you know why the caveman in the Caucasus Mountains had the fire. It's all symbolic.
Fire, which is the fire of the forge, which is the fountainhead of all the crafts and ultimately of technological science, is a remedy for the fact that we are lacking in essence. So what's this myth saying? I mean, why is it that Heidegger and Marx, who don't agree on all that, I mean, Marx is seen as the intellectual godfather of the left, and Heidegger was literally a Nazi. So,
wow, and they both are the same, bro.
Between Marx and Heidegger, but they both said Prometheus was the founder of philosophy. That
damn,
Prometheus
and that's the satellite Lucifer with the cube sitting right there. Facts.
Not God, but divinity.
Right.
That inaugurates philosophy. Okay.
His name reflects that too. Forethought.
Yeah, but look, it's because. Why do Marx and Heidegger agree? Because Marx is all about how modern industrial capitalism is going to free humanity.
Wow.
Through a revolutionary...
I told y'all, listen.
Dialectic, that modern industrial capitalism is going to be transformed in a way where the power of industry ultimately liberates mankind, and the industry is reappropriated by the workers, and they are no longer alienated from their labor, and they ultimately become sovereign and self-determined. And then Heidegger, the focus of his philosophical project was how the trajectory of science, of abstract rational thought from Plato onward through Descartes, ultimately culminates in modern technological science. And that, we have to find some way to poetically reintegrate the transformative power of modern technological science. So...
Oh my goodness. And why it must be done poetically is because that's kind of like how scripture is, and it must be done through music.
You know, ultimately, what Heidegger saw in the myth of Prometheus has a lot to do with the fact that fire and the butterfly were the two remedies for mankind being lacking in an essence, in the sense that we, uniquely among all animals, define our own essence. Our existence precedes our essence.
Boy, this is a mad scientist here. These some mental fuckers. These are mental fucks here, boy. They will rationalize something they got planned 5-10 years from now. You like, what are you about to do? What is on your motherfucking mind? He up to no good. He up to nothing.
And the nature of
Something destructive he trying to explain in big, long words as if we don't understand.
our existence is to define our own essence through the power of technology.
Told you. That's hell right there. You
basically,
failed already.
The stewards of our own evolution.
The
So we are
fire,
these
the
butterflies.
eternal fire is technology. You trapped in your own fire.
That go through a process of
By the workings of your own hands, praising your own self.
metamorphosis from the caterpillar through the chrysalis, right, to ultimately becoming this creature.
It's kind of like what Nietzsche's getting at with the rope.
Look, the Ubermensch, Superman. Look,
Exactly. It is the first version of that.
y'all thought
symbol
Uber was
or
just
metaphor
Uber.
that ultimately
Mm-mm.
becomes Nietzsche's tightrope between ape and overman.
Look,
and I also noticed that all of the ancient Greek mysteries, all the great myths, basically, there's usually some sort of metamorphosis involved with the hero, with the savior, with the messiah, whoever it is. They all have some sort of apotheosis, metamorphosis, some sort of resurrection.
Well, yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Which makes it
it makes it. Fuck. There wasn't two Prometheuses, was it? Oh yeah, you got this shit right. Oh yeah, that's why Tupac was saying the roles that grew from concrete. There's a stage from adolescence. There's a junior high school. There's a high school. There's the college era. There's the street era. There's all metamorphoses and changes, and then comes death. So yes, sir. Yes, you're right.
standard mysteries, I guess you would say, initiation cult or something like that. Yeah, that's the common thread between all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but they didn't get it. They didn't get that being punk schoolboys or nothing like that. They went through the roughest times. Pressure buzz pipes or create diamonds. I mean, it's your own hermetic shit. Okay, so let's put your hermetic practices in chemistry to test. Think about black people from a quantum physics hermetic perspective, them being a chemical breakdown of some sort. Think about it from that perspective. And you'll understand alchemy a little better.
But the thing is that
Or they're scientists, because they're really talking about you.
in world order is predicated on the stasis of humanity. And so to the extent that there are, hero, by the way, originally it means hybrid. It means it comes from the word eros, and with reference to the eros.
You see? Heroes is in reference to arrows. Remember I told you all about the rider on the white horse dying because he had no more arrows?
Or sex between gods and mortals. And so the original heroes were the people who were sired by the quote unquote fallen angels.
Right.
And were more than mere humans.
Look
And
at
who
the serpent.
actually had a rebellious nature and defied the will of heaven, right? And so to the extent that you have these heroes engaging in developmental trajectories and a building up of their character and persona and developing an ethos and becoming basically men in their own right, you have a defiance of what Olympus wants, which is us to basically remain servile, and
Submit.
submit to
Yeah,
submit.
that's it.
Yeah, and not undergo character building,
Uh
right? Which is going to
oh.
give us enough psychological and ethical independence to
Uh-oh.
determine our own course in the future. So anyway, you have at the core of this myth of the creation of mankind an emphasis of the fact that our existence precedes our essence, and that through the power of technological science, we are going to undergo various metamorphoses that ultimately hold the potential for us to become as powerful or more powerful than the gods. And so this is, another element.
So it's your own Tower of Babel. Technology and this social integration.
Of the
Gotcha.
Adversarial character of Prometheus. And then you see this continue in his next act of trickery. So Prometheus is not only a trickster because he steals fire from the workshop of Hephaestus and brings it as a gift to mankind. Prometheus is also a trickster because when Zeus comes around after the creation of humanity, not too happy with how humanity's been created and wanting to reduce humanity to servility, Zeus says to Prometheus, well,
Servitude. Servitude is a life of service, like Jesus said. Like the Red Cross. What it's supposed to be doing. How you gonna make servility sound like slavery? It's an act of service. It's living your life in service of others. And this is a treacherous satanic mind to flip a life of service. Jesus said, "Don't worship me." What revelation is that? He is a brother in service. Press 1. Sir, worship God.
These things, which, I'm not very happy with, how you did this. I don't know about this butterfly business, right? I want you to decide how they're going to sacrifice to me, right? How are these creatures going to be brought to their knees and basically worship and revere me? And so Prometheus devises this machination where he presents Zeus with two forms of sacrifice and asks him to choose between them. And in one of them, he's basically taken all of the nourishing lean meat from an animal, from a sacrificed animal, and stuffed it into the stomach of an ox, which is very visually displeasing.
Detestable to the Lord. He brought a sacrifice that was distastable to the Lord on purpose. Wow. And this is who y'all worship. Wow, he brought an unclean thing inside the temple. Damn. Revelation. Let's go to Revelation 22 and 8.
And in the other bowl is the bones, the white bones of the sacrificed animal, but covered with a veneer of marbled fat. And Zeus picks the marble.
Press 1. Now watch this. Now watch this. This is Revelation. This is Revelation, the book of Revelation of Jesus Christ. Now I, John, saw and heard these things. This is 8. And when I heard and saw, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel who showed me these things. Press 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be great
fat,
after class. This is gonna be
not
great.
realizing that it's all bones underneath. And this means that man gets to keep the nourishing part of the sacrificed animal.
Wow.
He's basically giving nothing of importance to Olympus. So this is another way.
They're just found a different way to name God a different million names and come up with these theories and mythos about these different gods, and they created man, and it wasn't that God, it was this one and this one and this one. It's just made up mythical stories about Palladians and Anunnakis and extensions of fallen angels, and you can clearly hear the language. So I'm gonna stop this here because it's up to every individual to do their own research. As far as that, I'm saying, especially on my Tonight Show, that's who you worship. That's who you worship. And these are some insane individuals. Look at them. Like you don't see the swastika right behind him. I mean, just put it in perspective. Their theories and mythos is really them. They hide their genocide and their betrayals and their acts by illustrating it and giving it to angels and demons and all of this silliness when it's them that's been illustrated. It's them. Coffee and Kush TV. I'll be back online in a couple. I'll take a break, think about some things, go over to my other page, or go to patreon.com/KevGillsTV. I'm going to post a link to Coffee and Kush TV in the next hour, and we'll go over there for a second and talk about Casanova. We're gonna talk about this hip hop stuff for a minute. We're gonna talk about King AK-47 and Track exposing each other. I got you, champ. Don't worry about it. I got you. But later on tonight, in Conspiracies with Kev, oh my goodness, we're gonna talk about this submersive Titanic thing that's going on. This lost crew of 5 who was driving a submarine controlled by a PlayStation 3 controller. Hit that like button and subscribe. Contribute to the page. Shout out to the people who have. I'll be back right after my lunch break, and we'll be back with some more. It's gonna be like Q&A with this stuff because it's a lot of information, and then I'll get to that and move on to my later shows. I'll get to this submarine deal, outer space, and all of these mythos and mysteries and things to get us engaged in nothing and not keep our mind on what's important. It's always somebody missing in a submarine right on time. There's always something else going on but what matters. So that's why I do my shows, a little bit of entertainment. We brought up the Candace Owens and their support of a trafficker by the name of Andrew Tate and his little Christian-like brother Tristan Tate, who went around trafficking allegedly 7 girls and causing them a huge distress and his audience gaslighting these people, all of these folk. We gonna stay on that ass. If you want to be a broadcaster with Kev Gills on the Urban Conservative, Judge Gills, or Coffee and Kush, just let me know because I got my Discord ready to go. And if you fucking with it, you fucking with it. Post a link in my Discord on my Patreon, and I'll see you guys